Yo, RBA Rap Elite. What's good? What's good? We all at? We gotta talk about. We gotta talk about last night. We gotta talk about it. First off, let me get Frank Show up here. What's good, y'all? See Wonsky. Cousin Funk's up here. Yo, what's going on?
What up?
So, man, just chopping it up about last night. Another really successful episode. Shout out to Cara Presley. Team Cara Presley won.
Yep.
They were successful last night. Team successful. Nah, but we all right, I see Sticks. Stay right there, Stick the Scribe. We're gonna bring you up in just a minute. Yeah, man, dope night. The vibes were great. Ember Music Hall, wonderful host once again. The MCs went crazy. We had another like super high scoring cipher. 5 MCs went to sudden death. Shout out to all the MCs that were in sudden death. Let me see if I can rattle that off the top of my head.
I got you because I got it pulled up.
So, yes.
Sudden death was Stick the Scribe, Wonsky, Trey St. Fauntleroy, King Cam, and Pop Burner.
Crazy.
Yep.
Stick the Scribe finally got his win, his first win, first cipher hoodie. So shoot,
well overdue, man.
Yeah, well overdue. BDM won the Sound Clash against Maggie. She's going to be going up against Blaine Coos in March for the Sound Clash Championship. I'm excited to see how that plays out.
And this is this is his fifth. This will be his fifth, right?
Yes, this will be his fifth defense.
So for those who looking to get in there, radio's probably said it before. So we have a Sound Clash belt that we bring that, you know what I'm saying, we let our champ take pictures, things like that. But if you get that 5 wins, we give you your own personal belt that you always get to keep. So I'm sure Blaine is looking to try to make that happen for sure. While, BDM is like, hey, I'm trying to take that up off you.
Right.
So
right. Yeah, no, it's a lot at stake. Let's bring Scribe up real quick and talk to him for a bit about his Cypher Championship win. See if he's
yeah. There he is. Champ.
Gentlemen.
What up?
The men behind everything.
It's good, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. How you boys doing?
Man, we good, bro.
Doing good. Still riding off the episode 55 high.
Yeah, you definitely, man. Definitely.
That's a nice round number episode to win. Episode 55. That's a good
I agree. Long overdue. Oof.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. It's funny though, cause like, I mean, for those who pay attention, we have a top 20 MCs that we do every year, and obviously you made it to the top 20. You was top 20 season 3, I think. I feel like
Season 3 top.
was it?
I was
Yeah.
season 3 top 20.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up because I know you was so season three. You was top 20. You was 16 in season three.
Okay, jeez.
Yep.
Okay,
And then last season you jumped up to 7. You know what I'm saying? So it's
big man.
like, but the crazy thing is we had to.
Wait. So he wasn't in the top 20 between 3 and
Nah,
6.
because I don't think Stick
Yeah, I
wasn't
won't coming
around
through.
enough for season 4. Yeah, so
Yeah, I
season
won't
4 he
coming
was
through
he
that
was
much.
there, but he was in and out. So it just didn't work out. And then season 5 is really when you was cooking, but you was cooking in a 5-on-5.
True,
That's what
true, true indeed.
it
True.
was. Like we knew. That's why I was like, yeah, Stick gonna be a problem if he jumped back in the cipher because them 5-on-5s was going crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that period. I really love that
Yeah,
period. I felt like that was where the energy shifted for a lot of us, honestly. Because,
yeah,
at that point, it was a lot of regulars and like we was being consistent. At that point, we was just all battling
hmm
each other.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think you evolved within that. Like your 5-on-5 team all evolved through that 5-on-5
Oh,
process.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Fight out of that as a better MC in the cipher from that. Seen Pharaoh come out of that
yeah,
I'm telling you.
as a better MC. Um, so yeah, nah, that definitely it definitely was a steel sharpened steel. And I think also, being in that battle realm, people underestimate, you know, being
Yeah.
in battle,
Yeah.
how it sharpens, your pen and your ability to kind of convey yourself in other settings,
Indeed.
you know what I'm saying? And I think it was very poetic how you won last night. You've had somewhat of a rivalry with Wansky, Gulagoon, and there were shots thrown
Yeah.
on both sides last night. Both were in a sudden death. Gulagoon was in the building, Kello in the building, Maggie in the building. You know
I'm
what I
glad, too.
mean?
I'm
Uh,
glad. I'm glad.
Stepped up to the front of the stage while you were performing in your main
yeah. That
round.
was crazy.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And for you to actually take that room, I mean take that championship
Yeah.
in that
That was
setting.
electric. That
Uh
was really electric.
yeah,
And I expected the shot, so I figured I just prepared for him. And like with everything, the dominoes fell last night. Everything was it was flawless,
yeah,
flawless. I
man.
took a I took a sip out of that cup of delusion you was talking about. I went around telling everybody. I was like, if I get in sudden death tonight, I'm winning. That I was telling everybody that. Everybody.
it was delusion. It wasn't. You didn't sip from the delusion. If you would have sipped from the delusion, you wouldn't have won.
Fact.
This is what so the fact that you set that bottle aside and you said, you know, in the chat before the cipher, you were like, uh, um, yeah, my sudden death rounds that I have in the tuck are
Yeah.
crazy, and and you use plural, so indicated that you was
Yeah.
clipped up. The delusion, and people get that confused. There's a fine line between delusion and manifestation, right? People think that if I say delusional things, or if I'm delusional enough and I'm forward about it, then that will manifest what it is that I'm delusional about. That's not the case. Delusional means that you believe things that aren't true. In order to So you'll never prepare in a way that gets you to what you want to actually have. So
Indeed.
like you actually did the preparation because you knew in reality, in order to win, I'm gonna need to do
Yeah.
these things.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's the big difference. And I think everybody in the room in sudden death knew when you said the David and Goliath line. You was like, what do you say?
I put Goliath's head on a plate and David kept it.
Yeah, that was
I
crazy. That was
I saw that's right. That's where I saw like every face, like just
Yeah,
that was it.
yeah,
That was it,
yeah,
man. That was cathartic for me last night, man. I swear.
yeah.
I swear.
everybody. You know, all your competitors, your peers on stage that you were competing with, all react to that bar as well. So
They knew what
I
time it
think we
was,
all
yeah.
definitely knew what time it was. Um, that was crazy. Shout out to the Green
Indeed.
Room, 804. Shout out to Lady Savage, Lil Rock, the
Yeah.
Cara. Um, yeah, man, we had an amazing. So, all right, so are you looking? I mean, I imagine that you're looking to continue the. Are you trying to have an MVP season? What's your focus looking like?
You know what? I'm gonna say this. One, I appreciate y'all like so much. Like I've never won anything rap wise like this, at least this magnitude. Never. And you know, this is my passion. So like just coming back consistently and feeling like I put in a certain amount of work, looking to win, and just not even failing per se. Like getting to sudden death, that was a win for me. The first time I ever got there. But I had to realize that, you know, this is a competition. Everybody's taking it personal. Everybody. So for me to actually be in the position I am now, to have actual relationships with all the other artists and all the other MCs, like we at this point we just showing off, and I love that. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. But the energy is definitely was keeping me coming back. But I've been going through so much, like personally outside of music, that Rap Elite has been the only thing keeping my creativity alive. And like now that I have more room to do that freely, I really do want to focus on music just a little bit more and start kicking the door down for Richmond Rap outside of,
Mhm.
you know, Ember. But I love y'all so much. I gotta find a balance. Like I gotta have both. I gotta do both. It gotta be balanced for me. So I really do. I really do. I think it's my turn to reign. So I think I'm gonna really try and see if I can go without being defeated for a while. If I can get like 3, 4, maybe 5 wins, I know MVP's mine anyway. And like now
Right.
that the atmosphere like understands me as an artist, oh, it's game time. Like
Right.
that's why they fucked up.
Right.
Once they understand what type of wave I'm on, it's like this now. And I like it because it woke so many people up. Like people like Cam. Cam is like
Yeah.
getting good really fast and really
Yeah,
settling in.
man.
Like last night, dude was an animal.
Yeah.
Animal.
Yeah. Yeah. It was,
He really made it hot last night for sure.
Yeah,
But like it's my time. So I'm welcome to all that. All
right.
of it.
for sure.
Right. Right. No, I mean, so there's two things also. You know, not I'm hearing you. You know, and it's so I don't mean to put extra things on your plate. You know, but these conversations, you know, are necessary.
Of course.
So
Hey, you see
one
the hoodie?
thing last night was your entrance into the Southpaw battle rap world. See right there, Car, just ask him about the battle. You know, so people want to see you. People want to see you in the ring. People want to see
Once he
you
put a emoji duck
Southpaw.
on there.
I see
You
him
see
there.
that?
Man.
You see
I
that?
see him there.
Oh, once he
Once
put
he
a
put the
duck
duck
I
on
see him there. Man.
there.
Nah, but you know that like all my sudden death rounds actually they were a statement just along the same lines. Like I was really trying to make every Southpaw battler in there kind of like aware, you know, because like I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. Like I have felt like I felt like getting a W on the Rap Elite side was like a big thing for me. And now it's just like I think it's just a little bit more respect I want to get, and I think Southpaw might lead to that happening sooner. So I'm open to it. I'm definitely open to it. And Wanski's, if that's the route is going, formidable opponent. His first battle was nuts, honestly, like that. Even though I have 100% comfort in my abilities, like I know that would have been a dogfight, and
Right.
it probably still will be. But now everybody's on record, so you know they know.
He's getting more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Headed into his third battle. And this time against Era Hardaway, another previous Rap Elite,
Yeah.
champion. Um,
Yep.
so I know he's definitely waiting in the wings. So I'm sure we'll make that happen. It may or may not be your first battle. It's going to be up to you, and when you decide to to step out there. And there's plenty of opportunity. Those that want to establish themselves in the battle rap world, we're looking to set up battles at the Rap Elite
Right.
events
Yeah.
on the card. So every month there's an opportunity, for us to be able to line a battle up. And it can be, we may line up battles at the draft. Because since the draft is live now, we may establish battles at the draft. We may establish them, at the episodes, and of course on the Southpaw card. So, those that are really looking to get their feet wet, the drafts and the Rapidly episodes are great places,
Yeah.
gates to look
Yeah.
at. So,
You said that the I think being present at the draft was gonna start being more important. Is that what you were saying?
I'm saying it's important from the perspective of and anybody that paid attention to a lot of the motion that came from the
Yeah.
draft, the initial live draft, can see what kind of energy it's going to emit. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in the sense of like, there's going to be, it's going to be people in them buildings. There's going to be some dope performances. It's an event. It's going to be an event in and of itself.
Okay.
For those that are watching, that are fans, that are not MCs, the way that you'll be able to get into the draft in the future is to buy an advance ticket for the episode that's preceding it. So when tickets go on sale for episode 56, they will be dual tickets. It'll be a ticket that gets you into the episode, but it'll also get you to the MC draft. And other than that, it'll just be us MCs and the GMs and staff, and whatever other special guests we might have. But um, I'm just saying that that's going to definitely be a place where a lot of eyes are going to be. When we opened up the mic, you just never know who's going to
Yeah.
be there. Who's going to be rapping. You seen Nick dropping crazy verses at the last joint, and he's saying he's coming to the next draft clipped up. So it's a good place to it's like an open
Yeah.
gym, man. It's a good place to get in there and and get you some additional good content too. But also, you're being a top 20 MC of last season, you do have priority in the ability to do the sound clash. Do you see yourself pulling rank and taking an opportunity to get back in the sound clash ring,
I
especially
I do.
on the music?
I definitely do, but that goes back to me saying I do want to like kind of focus on a little bit more music. Like
Mhm.
I kind of want my hands in everything, but like I did put everything else on the back burner until I got a win. Now that I got that under the belt, I don't really want to get comfortable per se, but I do want to get comfortable. You know what I mean? Like I
Right,
want to keep spreading the word about it. Like I mean, like I need everybody to see what it is, and I think like it's a story like that. I feel like what's happening here is that like legacy is being built, and
right,
it's a real storyline happening. Like I've been paying attention for as long as I've been around. That's like a group for each era of Rap Elite.
right.
You
Yep.
know, it's like, and now
Yep.
it's our time. Like it's a certain like in the top 10. It's like
Right.
Mhm.
it's consistent. It's tough. Like, and I like the development of it. So I really just feel like the way the storyline is, I just feel like it's my turn to reign. Like just Trey just got off of his whole thing, doing everything he was supposed to be doing, and I just feel like it's my chapter. So I think I'm gonna make a little bit more noise. I at least want 3 wins. Like I think Wanski got 3, so I need to be able to talk as much shit as Wanski can talk right now. So I need at least 3 under the belt.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see. But
Well, we seen how Wansky, leaned on that conversation with Chef Token.
yeah, I
Um,
did. Yeah, peep that.
in the lead up to their battle, he definitely, let him know. He definitely flexed on him a little bit. about his position and rapidly in opposition to
Yeah.
Chef's. So let me see what he said. He said
Yeah,
we can do South
you,
Flash, whatever you want
let's
to do.
go. Hey man, I love that competitiveness.
I
That
love the
yeah, I love it,
competition.
man. Yeah, I was definitely gonna say, man, the competition between y'all two is dope because y'all are two very highly talented MCs. You know what I'm saying? So to have that competition, and I think y'all push each other. You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just because Wonsky know you coming with it when you go in there, you know the same thing about him. You know what I'm saying? Like you already know what time it is. I think it's dope.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
Car, they had their time already. Like now it's back to the roots,
It's back to the
to the
804.
originators, right? Like it's you know what I
Oh
mean.
man.
But nah, yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah,
wa- I,
definitely,
wa-
definitely, definitely. I think what I want to do is I think I'll keep coming back because I'm gonna keep trying to like as hard as I've been going to get where I'm at and to win. I'm gonna keep doing that until probably like I lose. Like I want to see if I can go as long as I can. And one, it'll give everybody else something to work for because now I feel like the final boss. So I'm gonna talk shit until somebody change that. You know, that's just how I'm gonna go about it. And I feel like
I love when people that there's been champions that kind of, and I don't want to use the word fluke, but there's been champions that kind of caught it at the right time, but really didn't follow it up, never followed it up or really didn't have the focus to follow it up.
I've
Um,
seen that.
but I love somebody that's been knocking on the door for a while. Like I said, like night finally wins, and then it's like you always get that feel like from them, like yo, it's my
Yeah.
time now. You know what I mean? Like, um, you know, sometimes that is the case, and sometimes it's not. And it really does require this. I feel like right now this might be the most. It's hard to say this. I hate saying this because then when I go look at different time frames, it's like okay, now some crazy too. But I was like, I feel like this is one of the most competitive time frames, if not the most competitive field that we might have ever had. Like when you just look at the complete body of, yeah, I have to say so. I'd have to say so because even when you look further down the list of the field, like it's nobody that you don't think can come in there and like go crazy.
Yeah. It's
Like if they get their focus, you know what I'm saying? Like even our new talent. You got people like Ray Jana, you got people like Snug Robinson, you got, you know what I mean? Like you can see like if they make certain adjustments, they can be
yeah.
players.
Because what
You
You know
got
what I
you're
mean?
right. Because
Kid
what
you
I've
got Kid
noticed.
Deceptive knocking on the door from last year. Here come
Oh,
up.
but yeah,
Yeah.
but
He knocking on that door
right. See
too now.
now that's that's so that's there's that too. There's the people that come in and become
Yeah,
players, right? Kid Deceptive, he hasn't won one
but he
yet,
a player.
but he's a player, right?
Hmm.
He's Trey St. Fauntleroy last season, you know, became
Easy.
a player. He has won one.
Easy.
Um, now you have Cam in this season. I would call, even though he started last season, I would call this Cam's like real
Yeah,
season, like,
yeah, I agree
and
with that.
like where he becomes one of those this season's. All right, I'm a player. Like I'm a threat. When or where he wins one, that could be down the line. It may not be. You know what I mean? He may be the Trey St. Fauntleroy of this, of this situation. Who knows? But it's gonna be interesting to see how this continues to play out. And then you still have Trey, who is still hungry because
He
he
won the king of
wants the
he won
eighth win.
the king of the mountain.
You know,
Yeah.
eighth win is super important because it will put him at the top of the mountain by himself, legacy
Mm-hmm.
wise. So That's super important for him. So it's a
Oh,
lot of different
Pop Burner,
stories.
that's a good one too,
Yeah,
Lady
Oh,
Savage.
buddy,
Pop
Pop
Burner,
buddy's
I'm
Burner,
telling you, man.
he's
Pop
grinding.
Burner
I'm
Pop
too,
telling
Burner.
you,
bro. Yeah.
grinding.
And you know what it is? The other thing, same thing with you and how you got into this point. There's a point where it clicks for the MC where you no longer are carrying around the like harboring the any negative aspect of the process.
Right.
That's the breakthrough,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's like people be rapping well, but not really understanding, okay, there's something separating me from where I'm at and the top of the heap.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it is whatever that negative is. So meaning like when I say negative, I mean, oh, I didn't like my score. I don't feel like I'm heard. I don't feel like I'm understood. I'm not being scored properly and having a, feeling a way
Yeah.
about that. That's actually what be holding a lot of cats back from actually winning. And I see like when that dissipates, they start having fun, start rapping better, start climbing even more and really knocking on the door. Like I've never seen a bitter MC win a championship. Trying to think. Maybe once or
I
twice.
feel, I
Couple
I
times.
feel like it's one, just one. But
Who you going with?
Maybe a few, but
other than
I ain't
that,
naming no
I ain't got
other
nothing
than
to
that,
say.
I've never seen.
maybe a few, but I ain't naming no names. But like it doesn't happen very often. Um, so it does take, and I see with Pop, he's having fun
Yeah.
with it now, and it's clicked for him now. Like okay, I'm rapping my ass off, and no, I
Yeah,
didn't win, but
But y'all know I'm here.
I'm in the
Yeah.
and
race.
he
You
was
know
in
what
Yeah.
sudden
I'm
death. It
saying?
was his game too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
it shows that like we're polishing up. Everybody's polishing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Key Speech
And
is
there's so
another.
many
Key Speech
different
is another one. I'm
styles.
throwing out the names. It's like we got players. Key Speech, man.
Yeah,
He got a
I feel like me
breakthrough
and
too.
Speech were kind of like on the same type of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
well polished, just trying to like still pushing through. That's like what I mean, what isn't he first 30 ever, right?
First, he
Like
was
come
the
on,
First
first
30
30.
ever.
Yep.
that's I mean like that's like the Grammy. That's Will Smith winning the first Grammy. If you ask me, that's what that
Yeah.
is. Like
Yeah, man.
that's
He got
crazy.
that. Yep.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for him to to have his
Yeah.
moment. That's gonna be the big one. I might fuck around and shed a tear. Uh, Chief Speech win. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like that's one of them. That's one of those ones. I think people like Speech. Speech definitely. I would say one of those people that I think could elicit that kind of emotional win would be like a Jason. If Jason came
mm,
back and won,
mm,
hmm
but Jason hasn't given of himself the way that Speech
yeah.
has, right? So
That's
I don't.
yeah, yeah,
I don't think like what I mean. Like you guys have really, put a lot of sweat and sweat
Yeah.
equity
yeah.
into chasing championships. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm excited for you. Um, you know, me and Frank we're always thinking of different ways and how we can enhance the experience for y'all and the value of this holistically for the MCs and for the artists, and like we'll be constantly working to try to make the victories sweeter, the work more equitable, so that it's not just you out here rapping your ass off and not really feeling like you're getting anything out of it, although everyone's getting
Mm-hmm.
something out of it, because just the process itself is really where the win is, right? And the development that comes from that process. I think once you start getting back into the music as well, I think you're gonna start feeling like, oh wait, it's
Yeah.
some extra tentacles.
Right.
I got some extra,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's some extra tools here, like
hmm
that I ain't remember being this comfortable before.
And
Like,
that
you know what I mean?
and that's why we fuck with the platform so hard, just like mainly because of that. Mainly because of that. What everything that we take from it. But for me, I really love just merging with people. Like just like we up there sparring, we up there crossing blades.
Yeah.
Like that shit feels good because this is our sport. Like that like you know that's what it is for us. Like that's the main thing. Trading bars, trading blows like that. That's you can't get like fuck the win, but like being up there in sudden death, that shit's different. Like the energy changed completely. Like when everybody was ready and locked in, and like everybody walked up on the stage sure last night. Nobody was like, didn't plan on getting here. Everybody was ready. Everybody was ready.
Yeah.
So that I really look forward to that. I really look forward to that. Now, me being such an underdog, everybody else is going to be more inspired to do the same exact shit, which means more competition, more content, more bar. Like that's it.
That's what I was going to say. I think that's the thing too that happens with people that have been chasing a championship and get it. The ones that don't get to like hold on to that and carry it to multiple championships is like it's a newfound hunger that you have to have once you win because there's a decompression that comes with winning, right? Like there's something that you get to there's a sigh of relief that comes with winning. And sometimes that sigh of relief can take your edge off. So there's two elements to it. You know, you do have the ears from everyone. Once you become champion, you've got everyone's ears. So there is a momentum advantage too, but you have to lean into it. If you don't lean into it and you allow it to kind of like, oh, it's a layup from here, that's when it doesn't become a layup because just like you said, there are people that are looking to get either their multiple win or they're looking to get vengeance or they're looking to get their first win. And we've seen that moment get kind of snatched away before. So, I don't expect that with you. I right now you got the look of a killer. You've got the discipline of a killer. So I expected to continue to be, as competitive as expect you to be as competitive as you've been,
Yeah,
so
and you winning too, man. I would say for people who pay attention to top 20, we gave you most improved last year. And there was a little debate between that because it was like, well, are we taking away from the fact that Stick already be rapping? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, that's not what we're saying.
We
that
not was my initial
saying
thought.
He don't know. I know,
that was my
and
initial,
that's
I'm
what
like, there's no way. I was like,
that's not what
there's
we were saying. Yeah, we not saying you ain't like I said, you have been top 20 in season 3 anyway. It wasn't that. It's that you went from being a dope MC to being a threat. Because now we're like, hey, Stick right up there about to get a hoodie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he rapping like that now. Where we're saying that confidently, and then look, we two episodes in, champ.
yeah, you took a little break and came back. It was a story you being back. That was a
Yeah,
story
for
in and of
sure.
itself.
Yep.
So I think you did you have you didn't you were you in finale? You weren't in finale either, were you? Or were
No,
you?
yeah. Finale
You
was my last. Yeah,
were in finale. You took season premiere off.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it felt like so long ago because that was October.
Yeah.
Shit.
right.
Like it didn't even seem like I remember you just talking about how things were gonna be when January came around, and then that shit like it's February already.
Yeah.
So
Right.
definitely, yeah. So that was a little bit more of a break than we probably thought it was gonna be. Like we were away
For
from each
sure.
other for a few months.
And I think we're all getting back in the rhythm. To be honest with you, we are as a platform trying to get back into the rhythm and the schedule and just making sure everything's clicking. But that's we're definitely back. And last night I think put wind in all our sails. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us tonight. I appreciate your dedication to the platform, and we look forward to seeing what you're doing going forward.
I do have a couple of questions.
Sure.
Three beats, is that going to be a normal thing or is it
Yes,
gonna be normal?
yes. There will at least always be an option. There will not be a month going forward where everyone raps on the
Okay,
same beat.
cool.
But the goal will be at least three beats as an option. That's the goal.
Nice.
If a month combined, maybe two,
All
whatever.
right,
But
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I just
yeah.
I really I like the idea of the distinction. Like it was only me and Cam that chose that beat last night.
Mm-hmm.
In my head I'm like I'm always waiting to see who chose my beat. Like even for the finale, I was like I hope nobody. I want to be as distinct as possible because nobody's gonna already rap like me. But if the beat is completely different, it's just like that. That was just crazy. And look what Cam did. Cam did the same thing. Nobody else rapped like that.
Yeah,
Nobody else did.
yeah.
Right.
The
Nobody
fact
else
that
did.
that beat wasn't used as it just broke through for both of y'all because that was the beat that wasn't, and y'all just crushed it. You know what
Which
I'm
made
saying?
me
So it was
mad.
crazy.
I'm like it's enough like real raw rappers in the group that should have picked that.
For
And
sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be
Sure.
honest. I guarantee you, Pop would have smoked everybody if he would have chose that beat. I swear to God, Pop should have really chose that, man. I'm telling you, I was waiting for him to.
I think uh did Top Notch. I think Top Notch would have sounded
Yes,
great over that beat.
yes.
It's a few folks that definitely would have shined on that
Uh-huh.
particular beat. It was open. It just it gave you a lot of space to talk your shit and be heard. I knew Ant's beat was going to be probably the most popular. Um, because it just has that
Yeah.
sound. It just sounds like a fire beat to rap on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I knew that was just it has a certain energy, and I knew a lot of folks would pick that joint. I didn't know who would pick between Don and Nia Seven Seeds, and how that would go. So yeah, I mean, I know every time that both times that beat was played, I know
Mhm.
Nick went crazy, and he was like, "Why isn't everybody?" That was the rap
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, so you say you had a couple
yeah.
questions.
The recap is it going to be like sooner?
It's going to be sooner. I'm waiting. We're just waiting on Nick to confirm if Nick confirms it'll actually be tomorrow night.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're definitely hopefully if we can't do it tomorrow night, then I'm gonna try to shoot for Thursday. Um so if not, it'll definitely be top of the following week, but it won't go
Okay.
past that. Um yeah, we're looking to keep ahead of things, keep the momentum going, keep the content and everything rolling at a pace that allows us to just maintain the momentum that we're carrying from one episode to the next. So that's a big focus for us going forward for the rest of the
Okay.
season.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm definitely locked in. I still am. I'm still coming down off that high, but nothing's changing. Like I really do want to be able to come to a cipher with a belt. Honestly, I would love to be MVP. I would love for that to happen. But I think I just think like me, the way it is for me now. Now I just want to see if anybody can beat me. I feel like if I can go 5-0 in the team cipher, that's one thing. But to be able to do it on my own, yeah, that's enough respect for me.
Yeah, that in of itself is a hell of a accomplishment. It's that's one thing, and I pride rapidly in the fact that it is such a difficult task to complete. Even winning one is a difficult task, and that says so much about the level of talent, and the competitiveness of the platform. Is that it is truly any given Sunday you could see a breakout, somebody break out and have an era. of their own and create a run and it be their season. Or like last season, shit, it wasn't any one particular person's season. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
yeah, it
a
was
new
every month.
for
Every
every
month. Yeah, yeah,
episode
yeah. Yeah, that's
till Bravo came in and won two. He only
that's
won
the
two.
prime
You know what I mean?
example.
So,
Prime example. Like the top 10 is crazy. Like it's really getting consistent. Like we showing off. So like when the new people come in, and I feel like if they're good enough, like I feel like when Trey debuted, he was good enough to like out rap the narrative that we have here, like is like the relationships and whatnot, because a lot the storyline is what gives a lot of the depth and the content with the bars and whatnot to me. So to be for a new person to come in and not necessarily out rap us, but to rap around what we really are like controlling the atmosphere with, that says a lot too. And then after he got after that first episode, he showed us what he could really do. The next time he came back, he won, and now like we all basically rap elite family, to be honest. So like
right.
those are the type of moments in the relationships that I'm looking forward to out of the platform, to be honest.
Absolutely, and I just see that. I see even in the most competitive elements between who even between you and Ross, still the love and respect
Right.
there, and a support level there. And I feel like even any like real like there's like no negativity in the air any longer. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like it's really just purely like competitive spirit, but mutual respect that's given between everybody. And so I think it also like as new people come in, they're able to be ingratiated in this and like latch on to it a little quicker. It's like, oh nah, this is really like a safe space where cats are competitive, but there's a lot of love and a lot of respect shown among each other. And like I think that's definitely helping new people kind of get acclimated a
yeah,
little bit quicker
yeah.
and around. So I'm excited for Friday to see how quickly people sign up and it maxes out. We've been doing it within 24 hours the last few months. I'm looking to get back to like 5 hours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I wanted. I'm there with it. Like I'm hoping we get to that point and then we can just start focusing on getting people in the building. So we're just going to continue to grow. We know the bigger that this platform grows, the more it benefits the artists. The more things that we can do for everyone and the artists and ultimately what we can do for Richmond hip hop and Virginia hip hop as a whole. And I appreciate you for being a
I
part of that.
appreciate y'all for having me, man. Like I've been around since COVID. Still, like I
Yeah.
remember coming
Yeah.
and
And
just trying to like show the skills and like just try to be as different as possible. But like I wasn't rapping to win. Like just trying to just believing that you have something different is one thing, but then like putting that into a competition like with everybody who thinks the same thing, like and is just as good as you. Like it took a while. It took a while, but I've loved seeing all the talent that's right here under our noses and whatnot, and then and it keeps growing too. Like it's like you said, man. It's a different era every few months. Like it's new faces. Like Tone Red is like like we probably never see him in a cipher again. He's like it's like a legend. Like
right,
it's
right,
a
right.
whole different time. So like to be, I haven't even been around like from the start, but like I just to be here as long as I have been, like I've seen so many other people change, but just what I've seen change in myself. Like I got a lot to thank y'all for, man. And I really appreciate being a part of the platform for
Hey
sure.
man, we thank you, brother. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? For sure.
And,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
we thank you for those words. Those are confirming, words for us and what our goals are. I don't think people often get to know what our actual goals are in this because it is very nuanced. You can't just tell it, you got to make it
yeah,
happen. There's so many layers to everything that's in this platform is set up the way it is for a
For a
particular.
reason. Hmm.
Uh, but when you start seeing those dominoes fall in alignment, it's like, ah, finally, yes, like, okay. And then so when you say certain things, that is confirmation to me, and that's confirmation to Frank that the conversations that we have and the things that we put in place are
Hmm.
working and they're
Oh
being,
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
so,
yeah. Rest
Hmm.
assured that they are like y'all. Yeah, like I've noticed a lot. I don't really say anything to anybody, but like y'all listen. Like I'll notice like when you like we'll like all of the artists that have like like conversations about whatever things that we think would be like beneficial to us or whatever, just anything. And then I'll see y'all implement it, but y'all won't even say y'all are doing it. Y'all just do it, and that just shows like y'all are for us. Like and that and I think we
Yep.
should rest assured in that and like. That man, y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all know what y'all
Yeah,
doing.
man.
We ain't gonna
Hey,
do
we
that.
appreciate it, bro. When I tell you it's great to hear you say that, because it's different if you're trying to say it yourself, man. But to hear you say that, man, that means a lot, bro.
Of course,
So
of course.
appreciate you for saying that, dog.
Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all.
and thank you, bro. We gonna let you
Yeah.
go. We'll see. If somebody else that was part of the event last night and you want to come up and chat about your experience, even if you're a fan that that was there, and shoot us a request. We'd love to chop it up. And, if you don't have anywhere to go right now, and you want to stick around, maybe somebody has some questions for you. That's fine too. But if anybody else, because I think we can get up to 4 people on here. So if anybody else that was a part of the event last night, um, and wants to chat, send us a request. Um, I guess while you're still here, what I ask you, and we'll wait for any requests to come in. So I'll be looking. But what did you think of BDM versus Nagy last night that went down the Sound Clash?
I think Maggie has some really, really groovy music. I do think, like you remember when I did it and I struggled because my words were overpowering my performance. If
Hmm.
he would have cut that out just a little bit more than he had, I think he would have been a little
Right.
bit better off. But because he had perfect delivery, I just
Oh
think
boy.
like the those things were distracting him a little bit, just a little bit. But the music itself, though, music was great. But Mel, she needed that win. She deserved that win for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, oh boy, look at who it was
Ah,
that
shit.
sent the.
Sit down, nigga.
Hey, listen,
Talk
I ain't got no shit
your
to
shit
talk.
now, nigga.
Last
This your
night,
time, bro.
said everything, bro. Last night said
This
everything.
your time, bro. Talk your shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
final boss
I,
type
I've
shit, you know.
I've been there before, once or twice or 3 times. You feel
Yeah,
me?
hell
Talk your shit, bro. Nah,
yeah.
good shit, my nigga. For
Appreciate
real,
it, brother.
good shit,
Appreciate it, man.
good shit.
Appreciate it, dog.
Like I'm
I
not
mean,
even. I'm not salty in the slightest. I joke, I kid around, I be talking shit just to be competitive, but I'm not salty in the slightest. Like I told,
of course.
uh, when I got home, you know what I'm saying? They was like, "Did you win?" I'm like, "Nah," and I'm not. They was like, "Who won?" I'm like, "Stick." They was like, "He was rapping." I'm like, "Yes." Like I'm not even mad. Like he earned that shit. Like he, you know what I mean? Normally I'd be like, "Man, I felt like my verse was better. Maybe I missed the line. I don't know what." He might have heard what Nick might have. Nah, nigga, you earned the fuck out of that shit, bro. You was
Appreciate it,
rapping.
man.
You was
Appreciate it.
rapping. I was kind of like shocked. I'm like, the time I have a sudden death verse, this nigga got a crazy sudden death verse.
Crazy.
Like, you
Crazy.
know what I mean? I come prepared finally, and
Yeah.
it's like, damn, man, here we go again. I've been in that position way too many times. Pause. Second place. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
shit is crazy. Go, Frank. Frank will pull up. Man, how many time cards Frank will pull up where my name is second? Just seeing two. That shit pisses me off, son. Like I ain't gonna hold you. That shit pisses me off. So yeah, yo, you got 30 days. You feel me?
30 days. 30
You got
days.
30 days.
That's too much time for real. For real. I mean, y'all
And I
have no
wasn't.
idea, bro.
I wasn't sure if I was going. I wasn't sure if I was going because I got a battle like 6 days right before. So I wasn't sure if I
Mhm.
was going to do it. But nah, fuck that, bro. You ain't getting that second one. You're not getting that second one. You're not going back to back. I can't let you go back to pause. That's the
Man,
thing. I
I
can't
got
let you
I
go back
got
to
to, dude.
back, son.
I'm
Nah,
like the energy.
nah.
The energy ain't left yet, so I gotta get rid of it until it's gone. To be honest, so y'all just gonna have to. Y'all just got to deal with it at this point. I got to deal with it at this point.
Yeah,
I feel like the final
man.
boss, so like I'm on a high horse right now. Y'all got to take me off of it.
Hey,
I'm putting everybody on notice.
what you doing? Let me tell you something though. Let me put you on game. What you don't realize you're doing though is not only are you setting the bar higher for everybody else, but you're setting the bar higher for yourself. What you gonna do when you level up to the point where it's like everything's fire? Now it's like you gotta consistently. If you don't bring it like you brought it the last time and it don't measure up, you it might be still good, you know, on a overall level. Like that shit was fire, but we've seen more fire from him. You know what I'm saying? Look at me last month. That's exactly what E said. The nigga was like, that nigga was so fire. It's like I could tell it wasn't the impact. The Cypher verse wasn't as impactful because it wasn't as barry, it wasn't as many punches, it wasn't as edgy as a normal thing as what I normally do. That's just tough, bro. That's just tough to do. That's a tough battle to fight.
Yeah.
It definitely, once you created those moments and you got those hoodies, I've definitely seen that. Like, it's where you kind of, it's not even that you have to do something different, but it's like if you don't do something different, you're doing the same thing and have to figure out how to do the same thing at a level, at that level, because one,
Time.
your competition expects you to rap at that level, so they're writing at that level. So that's what
Yep.
really happens. Like they're trying to beat your best because they think now that's just where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even so much more so that the judges are expecting you to do so much more. It's really just your competition is now at a different level. Am I frozen?
Nah, I
Scribe
think the
frozen.
stick. Yeah, Scribe. Yeah, that's Scribe.
Okay, so
He's finished.
yeah, it is okay. I'm just making
This
sure.
nigga stick, bro. He scribe.
Yeah, he just fell off.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I always call him Scribe. I always call him Scribe.
Hey,
Hey, you know what I'm
man, I'm
saying? That
telling you,
shit
man,
crazy.
Mason Cameron that messed up the whole thing. Everything's a pause now, man. I'm ruined, bro.
We, some of us we've already been stuck in
Yeah,
this.
man.
So,
Yeah,
it
it was before that.
Nah, for me,
Look,
yeah,
yeah,
for
word
me, it just came around.
I
I
never
mean,
stopped.
yeah.
I
up.
never stopped doing it in public. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wait, we got another. We got we lost Stick the Scribe, but we got somebody else coming to talk, and this is good because Lady Savage.
What's good?
Yo, what up?
That
Hey,
came on.
hey, hey.
Um,
Oh,
so this is a good time to segue into. We got Juan here. We got Savage here. This is a good time to segue into talking about your next battle, Wanski against Era Hardaway. This is a great to talk about that.
Yeah. You want to
Um,
talk about that man right
yes.
here?
we're
Cause
looking at
yeah, you ended your verse kind of crazy. Like you basically was like, "Fuck it, I got a battle coming up," and went for it. And
I ain't said
you're
nothing crazy. I ain't said nothing too crazy. I just said watch what cross promotion, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cross
yeah,
promotion. My
you
Mm-hmm.
did that. You definitely
my
did that.
last few Cypher verses, I've mentioned Southpaw or said something about Southpaw or battling just because that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my additional focus in addition to trying to get this chasing this fourth hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was letting niggas know like because the flyer hadn't even come out yet, so I hadn't even told niggas in the group with me. Kello walked up to me and was like, "Yo, you battling Air?" Because he fucks with Air. They like close.
Yeah.
He like, "You battling Air? I'm not coming." You know what I'm saying? You know,
that's
so a lot of niggas didn't even
crazy.
know. So I put that at the end just to let niggas know what's up. But Air
Yeah,
my nigga though. He from the 7-5. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Supposedly, you feel me? But
supposedly.
you know,
Not the supposedly.
we gonna talk. We gonna talk.
Yo, it is a hell of a 757 presence on the next
It
card.
is.
Yeah,
It
Oh,
is.
cause Will and
So
Son too, huh?
I was say,
yeah.
Yeah.
have you told everybody the whole next card yet?
I told people last night. I don't
Yeah,
mind
go ahead.
saying it.
I
The
was saying
card,
Yeah.
we better
the
talk
five
about it. We got
dropping.
go ahead and let me.
Is dropping. Hopefully maybe tomorrow. The also the top 20 rankings will be posted between today or tonight and tomorrow. But yeah, so the card is Sun versus Will
That's gonna be
Young.
crazy.
That's gonna be crazy. Wanski versus Era Hardaway, which was stated.
That's gonna be a good one.
Shep versus Cam.
That's gonna be
And
a
another real style clash, Trey Authentic versus Introverse.
I'm waiting to see that one. That's
that
gonna
one's
be
gonna be interesting
yeah.
too. This,
That's gonna be real
That's gonna be
yeah,
interesting.
very,
this whole card gonna be
that's
good.
gonna be yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Trey Authentic battle anybody like Introverse. And clearly we haven't seen Introverse battle a Trey Authentic style
Right.
battler to this date. So I'm very interested to see how that plays out. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited about the verse in general, and also drawing those lines, and blurring those lines, and having those conversations. Because I saw somebody bring up, I think it might have been in the Southpaw chat, about being the best MC in the multiverse, and I'm excited about people, about
Yo,
MCs.
if that's a goal, if that's a belt, if that's a role, if that's attainable, I'm trying to smoke
Yeah.
everybody. I'm trying to smoke
I
niggas like
I already know he was gonna say that.
That to me,
the rapper
I
link,
think
and
that's like,
I still got my position with the SoundCloud because I got songs. I'm putting shit out this year. So
Hmm.
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Like, bro, if I the reigning multiverse shit, nigga, what? You ain't gonna be able to tell me shit.
I think
That's
what
crazy.
that is,
Yeah. So what
that
would
would
go
be.
into that? Like, what would make a multiverse win?
So it's
So all right, so
oh,
that's gonna be more like in boxing. That would be like what you would call a pound for pound. The pound for pound
undisputed,
best.
undisputed.
Like it.
It'll be more
Well,
undisputed.
no. Because there won't never be no undisputed.
Ever.
You won't never be undisputed. Never gonna have all three things at the same time. It's just not gonna happen. And even if it does, it won't happen. You have to maintain that. You know what I mean? So like you have to
Mm,
do that. Feel me? Like you would have to. There's no reigning cipher champion. Like you're only reigning for
one
the
month.
month that you
Yeah.
in, and then the next you may not win that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna be. But pound for pound is not determined about based on a belt. Pound for pound is based on like your overall skills in comparison to your accomplishments, in comparison to all the fighters that fight.
So how would
So
you judge
there's
that?
always there's always so well the thing is there's always a subjectivity
Yeah.
aspect to it.
Right.
So
Hmm.
what you always have is pundits basically having their own
Hmm.
rankings as to who they feel those that their pound for pound list is and who sits at the top of the pound for pound list. You know what I mean? Because you in boxing, you'll never be able to actually say, can Canelo at 168 beat the champion at 147?
Mm,
They're not able to fight each other, right? But you have to be able to delineate based on their achievements, who they beat, when they beat them,
Right.
what their accomplishments are, who really is the best fighter in the world,
yeah.
right? So I think that's kind of how the multiverse thing will work. It's like people that if you've got three hoodies or you got an MVP in Rap Elite, you've been a River City or Southpaw champion on the Southpaw side, you've been a Sound Clash champion, like those accolades and where you
Mm,
stand in all of that at that particular time will be what the conversation is. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's like a conversation more than it is a
right.
belt
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
hoodie.
It's
Right.
definitely not
And
that.
like you have to dominate that conversation. But we have to, as the people that tell the stories, the journalists, the bloggers, you, Lady Savage, the person that does interviews, me as a person that runs a platform and creates
Right.
content, we have to make that a conversation. We have to ask the people. We have to show the stats. We have to say, yo, Wonsky been doing this on this side and that side. and he's, you know what I mean, and ask people like, yo, who is the best MC in the multiverse
Right.
today? Next, you know what I'm saying? Next year, who's the best MC in the
Mm-hmm.
multiverse? And keep that
That's
conversation
fire.
going so that, keep people have an idea that, yo, this is not just Rap Elite
Right.
over here, not just Southpaw over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are competing with each other. And more people, I feel, you'll start seeing come over from the Rap Elite side to the Southpaw side and vice versa. So I'm excited to just see how that how that continues to play out, because we're seeing more of it. We're seeing people like Stick the Scribe say he's ready to get in Southpaw. I've heard Trey St. Fauntleroy mention his curiosity about getting into, the Southpaw ring. We've seen Kid Deceptive say he's considering getting in the Southpaw ring at some point. So, we've seen a couple times Southpaw battlers that didn't start out in Rap Elite venture into to Rap Elite. Doesn't happen often. We saw Sun, I think, is two ciphers. We might see Sun come back. I think it would be good for Sun. I think he could be competitive in Rap Elite if he puts some focus to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun,
Hey,
man. It's gonna be.
tell these niggas right now that shit ain't easy, bro. I ain't go. I mean, I'm not gonna determine their path, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna just. I personally have more fun writing for the ciphers than I
Yeah.
do writing for the battle, yo. But that shit is a different, like,
Yeah,
it's different. It's different. It's
Now,
yeah,
one thing I will say is,
it's
and
different.
especially since Wansky is up here, one of the things is everybody, like for that Chef versus Wansky battle, everybody was really had that I was hearing from had Wansky taking it. Everybody was really on his side. Like they really made it seem like he was a battle rap champ already. And everybody kept talking about the hoodies, and I didn't realize that you had a bunch of Rap Elite hoodies.
Yeah,
But that was only like what's your third
that
battle?
was my
But
second.
the second, the way
Yeah,
everybody was talking about it, hyping up, and basically had you as a clear winner, you thought you'd been doing this shit for a
and
minute.
that shit was not clear.
So the trend, I'll tell
That
you,
battle was close
yeah.
as a bitch, closer than I wanted it to be. You know
From what I
what I'm
see,
saying?
But I think
the
part of that
transformation can be there. The transfer can be there, but you definitely gonna have to work at it.
part of that came from Chef, even though he has a couple more battles under his belt than Wansky, he's still relatively new in the battle world too. I mean, I think that was like his fourth battle,
Yeah, his
yeah.
third or
So it
fourth.
was
That's it.
Wansky second, his fourth. It's not, and the battle before that didn't complete because he had gotten ill in the middle
Yeah,
of the battle. So I think that was, people are looking at that as like you're bouncing back, you know. And Wansky's first battle, that's the other thing. Wansky's first battle, he really went crazy.
yeah,
So that's another thing. People are like, oh, well, Wansky's the favorite because we've seen him come in. He's a
That shit
natural at this.
was. I am
And
not a natural, and that shit was pressure. I'm not a natural by far, bro.
I,
Like and I'm not even as natural as I thought I would
yeah,
be. Like it's just
yeah,
battling is just. It's not just simply rapping, yo. It's not. It's not just simply rap. I don't give a fuck how. It's not just simply rapping, and it's a hard lesson to learn. You jumping in, especially me. I've been talking shit for how long? I'm trying to battle. I'm calling out niggas that been battling for mad long. Talking about,
yeah.
I'm trying to. Damn, Trey would have smoked my ass. Bro. I don't have no problem saying that shit on camera now, bro. Now that I got my first battle, Trey Authentic would have smoked my ass. He would have smoked my boots clean, son. Like this shit is not easy, bro. This battle shit is not easy, son.
it's a different dance. It's a different dance. It requires a different rhythm, different metronome. And it's stressful. It's more stressful
Nigga, what?
than any
The day after the
one.
Yeah.
battle, I just want to sleep. Like,
Right.
I just want to go to sleep, son. Like, I don't want to
You
do nothing.
the day after a battle,
That
your
decompression
first
would be different.
shower, your first shower is way different because it's
Nigga,
the
I be
first
coming the
shower.
ride home. I be coming for the
Yes,
ride
your
home.
first car
Yes,
drive, your first
yes.
car drive Your first shower, everything is different because it's the first one that you've had where you didn't have to recite raps.
Yeah.
Yup.
Because when you're preparing for a
Yup.
battle, every quiet moment
Running
you have,
the bay.
you're running your rounds.
Mhm.
If you get in the shower, you're running your rounds. If you're driving in the car, you're running your rounds. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run your rounds anytime somebody's not gonna be looking at you crazy for it. So like, and even when you in the grocery store, you're running
Bro, every
rounds,
waking
Yeah,
dog.
moment,
Like
man.
everywhere.
Every waking
it's
moment.
it's a manic thing. So when people don't understand why you might say, "Oh, I gotta take a break," or "I gotta step back," when people say they gotta step back, I'm not mad at that. I don't get mad. I might jab them and they see, "Oh, come on, yo, come on out," because we
Mhm.
want to see people do it. But I mean, brother, it is, it
Another
is
thing I'm not gonna lie, I get writers fatigue. I get punchline fatigue. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but like I just get a little bit burnt out with trying to come up. You bending your mind and trying to draw these connections that are like over the top, but still easy for people to grasp just like that. Like, man, this shit is different, bro. This shit is different. It's literally like a brain, like mental boot camp, training camp for writing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and niggas don't understand that shit, bro. That's like, I fuck with it though. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I fuck with it. Like after the day, the day of the battle, that's my favorite part. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? The
right,
energy around it.
right.
You there. You got your shit memorized. You locked in. You like, all right. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the other.
Yeah.
So it's like when you finally do get to like, and you get that moment and you
Mhm.
like, yo, it's like,
Mhm.
there's nothing like that. It's like literally being in a fight, like a
Yeah.
boxing match. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? Like, yo,
Yup.
and that energy is addictive and getting your
That's
reactions
what I was
to the,
about to
Yeah.
say. When you
oh my God.
when it's one thing when people are going, oh, why you rapping in the cipher, but to hear people do that while you rapping a cappella and then you got to bring it back and they
Yeah.
saying it back with you.
It's
Now that feeling is crazy. I never had experienced that
yeah.
before. I was like, yo, that's, you know what I mean? Like
Now
Yeah,
what?
y'all just learned
experience.
this 5 seconds
Yeah.
ago and they already like
Like,
dun 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 dun
what do you mean by
Now what? Yes.
pain?
yeah.
Because
What do
again,
you mean
but
by
what
pain?
you made a point. You made a really good point, and we actually brought it up when we talked about the recaps. You made a good point when you said one of the things that kind of stresses you out is trying to find something smart to say that everybody will know is smart, but simple enough that everybody catch on to. That is a
Right.
big deal. Because we talked about
Yeah,
that. Because a lot of stuff people will miss if you don't know it. So
right, right.
if it's
Not even
something
that.
that's
Not even just that. Yeah, if you like, it's got to be broad. If it's got to be broad enough to where everybody, or it's got to be such a statement moment where enough people are tapped in because this storyline's tied in.
yeah,
If you're not tapped into Southpaw or you're not tapped into Rapidly, you might not understand why everybody might go ooh or why a particular person said something and you like, who is that? You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? So like
Right.
and me
It's just
being
like
a
watching.
newer battler, I'm trying to gain as much
Yeah.
fans as possible. So I'm trying to make the reach. You know what I'm saying? Like my reference point. And
Exactly.
I feel like my chef battle, I got a little bit more tailored to like the storyline. And I don't know, it just didn't hit. It just didn't hit the way I'm used to doing it. But nah, you're right. That's a fact. That shit's hard.
Yeah.
That shit's hard.
Cause that's a good one. Cause it's just like you can come in on like the second season of a TV show. So if you come in, season 2, episode 1, you may not have missed anything so far,
Mm-hmm.
but there is gonna be a few things. So some of the characters may have a little backstory that you may
Little
miss.
stuff not
So you'll
gonna
get
make sense.
you'll get kind of
Yeah.
the general, but keeping up, and that's kind of where I'm at. So some people I've known for a while, some people I'm just getting to know. Some things I've heard and what I've heard hasn't matched what I've seen and vice versa. So it's real interesting. It's real interesting.
Nah,
Because
say
I'm not
names.
gonna lie, it's
Say
a couple
names.
people y'all done hyped up that I'm like, yeah. And
Who you
it's a
talking
couple people that
about?
I felt that got slept on that I'm like, y'all kind of
Okay,
missed that.
so who got slept
She,
on? Say that. That's positive. Who got slept on?
Savage.
So
That's nice.
who do I think, you know what? I'm gonna take one from last night. I think honestly, and it could have just been from my personal thing. I think Exit 23 should have scored a little higher last night. But I think
He would have.
one of things for me was the improvement from his last performance. That was part of what pushed him up for me.
Okay.
that was actually until he had. Here's the thing: until he had the really bad
Oh,
stumble,
he was
he
gone.
was
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
yeah. And
that was his
that
best
was the
verse
Yeah.
best
ever.
exit that we
That
seen.
was the
Yeah,
best exit
yeah.
23 ever, and I still gave him additional credit, because he had a dope ass freestyle line in that. When he started
Yeah.
freestyling, he said, I even mess up
Yeah.
and come clean up like a custodian or
Yeah.
some
The
shit like
custodian.
that. And
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that was
Yeah.
crazy. Like, who said, oh, DJ Banger. Let's bring DJ
Oh
Banger
Lord,
up
please.
too.
Don't
Uh, yeah, Banger about to talk
He about to
crazy in
talk
here. He
shit. It's
about
all
to
right. I'm
talk
here
crazy.
for it. But no,
Yeah.
but that was a good one. But no, I think no, I think and then honestly, and I know it was a good thing, but Exit 23 is a good one. Who? Because I know what y'all think. I ain't even gonna go on that one tomorrow. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Who who you felt got hyped up that didn't perform to
What
your
up, Banger?
standards?
What's
Who
happening,
was
big
who
dog?
didn't perform to your standards? You s-
Go ahead,
yeah.
Savage.
What you
Mike is
mean?
on.
So I have. I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna take one from South Park, and I'm gonna take one from. Well, I'm gonna take one from last night, but I already told him about it. So
Yeah,
Luxury Prize
that's my
pissed me off
Rolex
so bad
friend.
last night. Luxury
My
Prize
nigga,
hurt my
my nigga
feelings last night.
Pride, man.
And
Prize,
I told him about it. So
yeah.
I did. I stepped to him after it was over, and I told him about it. So I said, "Look,
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Pride right now. He
yeah,
probably got a lot going on. Things happening. You know what I mean? I don't think he's in a focused space. He's been talking like he focused,
yeah."
but
And he
he
got
ain't
there, and
been.
like I said, and that was part of it because I ain't gonna lie, because he was actually my next pick, but Rock went right before me and picked him. And what was crazy, because one of the things for me was what solidified me wanting him to be on my team was when we were at the draft and he went up there. He went up there what 2-3 times and went
Yeah,
off.
smoking.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
No,
he did
Pride can
he did
really,
song he
really
did
rap.
songs or he did verses on at the
He
live
did
no, yeah, he did
verses,
verse.
but they were probably
Yeah,
verses on songs.
old
yeah,
verses.
Yeah.
yeah. Like
You know what I'm
they just threw
saying?
the
But
Nah,
beats on for like
he
what,
can
an
rap
hour and
though.
a half.
Pride can
the
rap.
listen, the very first time, listen, this is why Prize showed up his very first time at Rap Elite, and like he'll tell I can say this because he's told the story publicly multiple times. Like, he was like relatively fresh out of the Bing, like, and like from a
Yeah,
long bid, and like he stumbled into like the Hoffheimer, didn't know what that was. Like he just came in there and didn't know what it was. Like found out it was a rap competition, went out, borrowed some money from somebody to get in the cipher, got in the cipher on the spot because we had an open slot,
mm-hmm.
and scored like, I don't know, probably like in the top 10, top 5, some shit
Yeah.
like that, just
Crazy.
That's
off of
prime
raps he
though.
had in his back
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
pocket.
prime though.
And then we had like that back then. We used to open up the mic like we did at the draft. We used to do that at the end of the night, but like let producers play their beats
Yeah,
Oh, that's
and let
crazy. At the end of the
and let
cipher?
just let niggas, get up
yeah,
there and grab the
Yeah.
mic and go in
Yeah.
to close the night
yeah,
out. And he rapped all night, bro. That dude rapped all night long. So like that's
yeah,
our introduction to Pride. So seeing him hop on the stage at the draft, was definitely not out of the norm for him.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has that ability. We lost Banger. Shout out to Banger. Shout out to DJ Banger. That's my brother right there. Um,
But no, he really went off and did his thing. And that was crazy too, especially seeing like because like I said, after the draft was over, they just played beats and they just got up there. Cam got up there and went off.
yeah.
Snug went up there and went off. Reggiano got up there. Deceptive got up there a few times. Like they really got up there. And I thought that was a big deal too.
Yeah.
Because granted it was after the draft, so you kind of already picked your team, but it's still giving you a sneak peek,
Mm-hmm.
kind of a heads up or a light to who's gonna be on what type time. So
Right.
that I really did like, but that was that was one person I did call out. Now I'm gonna be petty and I'm gonna call out somebody else because especially the way that you said that he went about that. there was somebody else that basically said they had that same kind of reign. They were like, hey, I came in, I wanted this, I got it, and they worked real hard, and then they disappeared and went to South Carolina. But
Oh, you talking
yeah,
about Bravo?
so that's the other thing that you got to be worried about, because niggas was ready to put it all on the line for him for Southpaw, and then he disappears. That consistency, like it's I've seen it too, where niggas, they get some wins, they get a big head, and then it ain't the same no more.
He's, I look at it like, it's not every day you pick up and move to South Carolina. I'm sure there's some adjustment going on. I haven't talked with Rob too much since he's moved. We will talk. I'm giving him his time to kind of like ease into, what's going on over there. And I'm sure he'll be knocking on the door pretty soon. Whether or not he'll be back regularly to compete in the Cypher, who knows? Maybe he'll be back periodically.
Hey,
But I'm sure.
every time
Yeah, because
Bravo does decide to step out, though, it's a moment, man. That
yeah,
man,
because
we
he
be
called out all the vets and then went MIA. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
hold
was the
on.
crazy part. A lot of people said that he called out the vets and then he got missing.
Like, hold on. And I that's what I wanted to see, because it's some vets I haven't seen in a while that I want to see. So
Nah, it's definitely some folks that I would love to see come back outside. Um, that's the thing that makes it interesting is like when the energy gets high, people start popping out of the bushes. Like, people that we ain't seen in a while start making guest appearances, you know what I mean? And that gets it interesting as well. But what I've noticed that what typically happens though with them is that they find like it takes a minute to have your footing, and like they come back and it's like 8 to 10 guys that got they feet in this. You know what I'm saying? So they score like where somewhere high, like, but it very rarely does somebody just pop out the woodworks and just come and win. Like, like that used to be
yeah,
hot or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the guys that are at it every month, they're so focused on that brass
yeah,
ring. It's like
no.
getting past them is
I
like,
seen Will and Bravo do it, just come out of nowhere, boss. You know what I mean? Just like out the blue.
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But that's the thing,
yeah.
because when you do that though, you got to stay there, because if you do that and pop out and you get everybody hype and then you disappear,
Well,
like what was
Yo,
the hype for?
that's
Because
that's the
Will
great
won
bit.
episode 1 and he was still in the MVP conversation by the end of the season.
yo, can
You
y'all
feel
hear
me?
me?
We can hear you, baby. We just can't.
Yeah, but
All
you
right,
dark.
word, my
You can't
fault.
see.
I'm in the whip right now. I just wanted to
Who
say
is
what's
that?
up.
What? That's kid
Yeah, that kid
deceptive. You
deceptive.
can't see.
You say he
Mr.
dark. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Mr. Talk. Yeah, that's
like
Mr.
who?
Talk heavy right there. Because for him to be so small, that boy talk heavy as hell.
I'm fucking weak. That's crazy.
What up,
Yo,
kid? You did your thing yesterday, bro.
no, I appreciate that, yo, bro. You did too, most definitely. Honestly, I didn't expect that shit to have the impact it did. I'm happy it came out the way it did, for real. I'm happy that people received it the way they did.
Word, word. That's what's up. You kind of did like I did the previous. You was like you ain't really right to win, and that shit ended up. You know what I'm saying? That shit ended up floating, bro. That shit was tough.
Yeah, nah, most definitely. I mean, I knew I was like, I'm at a point now where it's kind of like, I know that no matter what I do, that it's going to be like, I'm going to have solid wordplay and my flow going to be right. The only reason I knew like I wasn't going to win off that was because my bars weren't there for real. And I kind of already knew that was the way it was going to be.
Word.
Yeah, but speaking from your heart is one of those things that if you do it effectively, and it's paired with good writing, um, it can definitely do numbers. We saw that with Real Life the month before. He had an outstanding breakout verse, but it was really like literally speaking from the heart.
Yeah,
Um,
nah, his verse was
and
crazy last night.
so
His verse, I like Juan's too, though. Juan's
oh
did kind of like the same
yeah,
thing.
Wonsky, yeah, that was
Yeah,
a masterpiece too
Yeah,
as
like
well.
Juan's was like,
Um,
yo, like I even DM'd him. I was like, yo, this is like crazy, like, cause like I feel like everybody when it came to like when they started making music kind of had that same experience that he described in that track, and that's what made like for all the people who really like doing this, like really like rapping out here and whatever, like it connected with everybody that was connected to that in any way, shape, or form, and that was what made it dope for me.
for sure,
I
a
appreciate you, bro.
hundred, 100%.
I appreciate y'all.
And you picked the right beat to do that on too, because Little Brother kind of like they're like icons of that type of like
Mm-hmm.
artist. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like of the working man's
Mm-hmm.
artist. The working man's
Yep.
MCs. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like they're the every man's MC kind of situation. So
Yep.
I think that was like the perfect beat, to tell that story on. Um, yeah, man. And to see even y'all had little shots that y'all had to throw at each other
I
and
never
like
had no.
it's
I never had no shots for
look,
kid, man.
Wonsky still
I
denies
never had no
Yo,
shots.
it
denies
like I
that
even
was a
told him.
shot.
We had this whole conversation. I know it wasn't no shot for real, but I even told him I was like, yo, I only even said something about that because your best punch of the night had my name at the end of it, and that was the only reason I had to do that. Yo, that was the
It's
only
Now
reason.
he's
a.
gonna
It's a.
he's gonna
It's a
debate whether
name.
that's the best
Is
punch.
a. Yeah. First of all, that was not the best punch
Well, no, I'm
in that
saying
verse.
that joint got the most reaction out of it, in my
But
opinion.
if is a name flip a diss? Is a name flip a diss?
But that
It
wasn't a
depends on
name
what you
flip.
say.
You said
Every time
Clash,
I'm in
I
the
lose
sound
like
clash,
Kid
I
Deception.
lose like I'm Kid
No, I didn't
Deceptive.
say every time I'm in the sound clash. I said
I mean, every
I was
time our
talking to
sounds
Prophet. Yeah,
clash.
when our
Yeah.
sounds clash, I lose. You had just lost the sound. It wasn't a diss. That's what
Yeah.
happened. It'd be a diss if I made some shit up. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I
That's a
feel
little bit
you.
of
So
both. That's a
so
little bit of
coke
both.
whiter than Kid Deceptive. I ain't say nothing like that. I
No,
literally
you right.
said what happened.
No,
that
you right.
That's on
that's
Uno.
but that's just a name flip. That well, actually, it's not a name flip either.
Exactly.
But I
Yeah.
mean,
Bro, I
either
literally
one is a shot. It's a soft spot because he lost.
it's a
If he
soft
wanted to
Yeah.
hit
exactly.
you,
It's a soft
it's a
spot.
soft
That's
spot.
what it
That's
You know
why.
what I'm
It's
saying?
not
Yeah,
a
no,
diss.
that's it. I ain't gonna
If
It's
lie,
not
bro.
a
if it
shot.
was I won,
It's a soft spot. And
Yeah,
my
I ain't
nigga
gonna lie. That
was
shit had me
Princess
fucked up that night,
is
yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, that shit had me
uh,
teed.
and he came back
But
and called me old. You know what I'm saying? That's a diss, nigga. That's literally
I
a
well,
no, that's a soft
hey,
spot.
we got Kid
I
Deceptive and we got
I did the same thing that you did to me, just a little bit worse. I'll admit it was a
Word,
little bit
you can
worse.
look at that.
nah.
Yep.
That don't even got to be a bad
I don't
thing.
want. I don't.
Oh,
I
being
don't want no
old.
smoke with kid, bro. He got it. I don't want no
No,
smoke
I
with
don't want no
kid.
smoke with anybody. I don't know why everybody keep dissing me, yo. I've been minding my business. Stick dissed me, and then Uno dissed me this time around. King Cam was supposed to diss me, but he messed his verse up.
What
Well,
I
Mm.
tell
it
people
sounds
all the
like all
time
these
is
dishes mean you need to get to Southpaw. That's what it sounds like.
Yo, it will happen. It will happen, but I'm working on an album right now. So, like, that's kind of like the main focus. I've had this whole conversation with radio already.
this is what I'll say. When you start having your name said a lot, it means that you're doing something for people to pay attention to you. So like when they're writing, they know that they know that you're part of a conversation
Yeah.
somehow, some way.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas
most
Like
just
that's
start
definitely.
just it.
I
bringing
feel
you
like,
up and throwing your
especially,
name in the verse for no reason. You like, damn,
yeah,
what?
Yeah,
nah.
it's for no
What did
reason.
happen?
Yeah, no, I know y'all seen me when Uno dissed me. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Standing right behind you. But nah,
But he
what
ran
I was
down the
about to
whole
say.
list of y'all.
But
So yeah, he named a few of y'all.
I know. Oh yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, no, I understand that why the distance is coming. I get it though. I understand that I've definitely had a lot of growth, and I feel like I established myself as a threat really these past two episodes. Like I showed that I'm in a different element now. You can see it in the scores. Like I'm gonna get my hoodie this season, and I know that.
Mm.
That's just
Good
how I'm
luck.
feeling right now.
Okay.
So let me ask, because we didn't actually get into the specifics. I don't know. We've been
We
kind
went
of
everywhere.
rabbit hole in this conversation.
Yo,
So I'm gonna
y'all need me
ask.
to get off unless is somebody else trying to get on? I feel like I
No,
ain't talking all the
because
time. Am I?
the question I'm about to ask is specific to you, real quick. No one sent any other requests either, so we good. So, Kid Deceptive, since you're on here, I'm gonna ask you this. what is your prediction for Wanski versus Era Hardaway?
I'm going Juan.
Mhm.
I'm most
What,
definitely going
what you
Juan.
scoring it?
What am I scoring it?
Yep.
I gotta go.
2-1, 3-0.
Are we doing like 10, like 1 to 10?
Now we doing
No,
like
no, no. So
2-1.
no, 2-1 and 3-0.
Okay. I got you. I got 1-2. I got 1-2-1.
Which round
Fair.
is his best
Okay,
round?
Yeah, I got 1-2-1.
that's pretty specific. That's pretty specific there. So I don't know. I
The,
don't know. It's hard to answer it for anybody. I
I
would
ask it
be
every
just like,
time, no matter how long anybody is. That's one of the ones I
That
ask
last
just to
time
see
too.
where people put their heads at.
I just like my opinion on it outside. Like, I mean, I'm obviously gonna go with Juan. I feel like Juan punches like crazy. But I was at the last battle. That's the only reason I said 2-1 is because I feel like Juan's still like getting introduced to battle rap. And I know Era has some battles under his belt.
Yeah,
And that's the only reason I said
do.
2-1.
You do.
I know, but I know Juan got like the potential to like give punches that is gonna make the crowd react, like no doubt.
no, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. It is a
He got
style
a
clash.
couple battles. We're gonna talk about them battles too.
Oh
So
boy.
and does Era have a little fire up under him too, since he actually didn't get to do his last battle?
Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
tight. He was tight that Chance didn't show up. He was pissed. He was
Facts.
pissed.
Yeah, no, I was there. Yeah, that's right. He was there. Yeah, Chance ain't show up. That was crazy. That was wild.
That
I kind
nigga,
of wanted
that
to see that.
nigga was in the back rapping his
Yeah,
rounds,
he,
little stuff
he
going
was
off.
ready.
He was pissed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
that
He
yeah.
was ready.
So
He
so
came
Juan, are
guns
you?
ready.
Yeah, are you ready for some shots that don't belong to you for real?
No. I heard his rounds for Chance. You know? He called
all right.
he called me to run his rounds past me for Chance.
Right.
You know?
So now,
so do
yeah.
you
So
think?
that's
So
so he didn't get
I
to go
ask you
against
this:
Chance, and now he got to go against
Do
you.
you
You think you gonna
do
catch?
you think he could have beat Chance with those rounds?
There's a
Damn, that's a crazy.
Man.
That's a crazy question right there,
there's
Radio.
a
That is wild.
and Radio
That
know
is
he fucked
wild.
up for that.
Yeah. Nah, you know, it's so funny that he asked that. Y'all will find out on March 24th. That's why I
Okay.
started laughing. It's like, hey, you good, bro. That's a smart nigga.
I like where this
Hey,
is going.
Hey man, listen.
Hey, you a smart
I'm
nigga, bro.
I'm way overdue for a podcast or some shit. You know
That's
that
funny.
I'm way overdue. I'm a great interviewer. Um, but I was just interested.
All good.
Trig says no. I don't know. I'm very interested in y'all's battle. I think we might see some folks come from the 757 to come see that.
They are welcome.
Hit Deceptive, you got your window open and you driving or something?
Nah, is it loud? I can leave if I need to.
Yeah, drop for me,
All right, I got you.
my guy.
I'll holler at y'all.
All right, bro. I'm gonna stay for another 13 minutes. If anybody wants to jump
Yeah, by
in,
all means.
definitely
I've been
send a
up here
request.
helping it down. Y'all can definitely jump
Oh,
in that joint. Pause.
don't matter. As long as we ain't over 4,
Yeah.
as long we got the 4 spot, so hang out for as long as you want.
What's up? What's happening?
Kel,
I'm so bored, bro.
been in the chat
What
talking
you
shit,
at?
ain't you?
You at work?
Hell yeah.
Word. Yo,
I'm
That's fine.
Hey,
yo,
bro, I'm
Ken,
supposed to
how
be
old
running
are
my
you, yo?
shift, but they got construction going on
13.
outside. All the entrances are blocked off. We can't leave. Can't nobody get in here. So
Chill.
it's been like
You
this
a
for like
hostage?
2 hours, bro. 2 hours.
Yo,
Damn.
how old are you, bro? Around, you ain't gotta give
21.
his at, but around yo, that's the thing.
it's some young. You got some young niggas that's doing some big shit in here, radio. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that's the exciting part about this this period right here is that we really are getting some young talent. You know, we got Kid Deceptive is still, I don't think he's 20 yet.
No, he's 20, 20 on the mark.
He's 20.
Yeah.
He is 20, right? Kazai is 20.
Damn.
You're 21. Yeah, man, it's super dope to see the youth, and then and then we do still have MCs that are older, like that's still like in their 40s or in the,
Mm-hmm.
late 30s, like all mixed in, having relationships, doing songs together. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's incredible the community that's being built, and like what this means to each of you. Like some folks are actually chasing this music shit on, like, like for real, and some are just like, yo, I used to be on it like that, and this allows me to come back out
Mm-hmm.
and keep my, sharpen my sword
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wish
and all of it
at
is
19 and
important.
20 I had found a rapidly cipher like this. You know what I'm
Bruh,
saying? I
do you
wish
know how many times I
at
said
19
that?
and
I wish
20.
this platform existed
Yeah,
for me
Mm-hmm.
when
that's fire.
the me of that age was, oh my gosh. Like when I just talk about just the sheer like animalistic nature
Oh, yeah.
of Blitz at that age, you know what I'm
I
saying?
started
Like, but I
rapping
see
late.
that.
I probably would have gotten to making my own music. I was DJing already, but I would have gotten to making my own music sooner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Had I
Right,
had something
right,
like this, something competitive like this existed, because I used to just do that shit just for laughs, to make people laugh. You know what I mean? I used to
right, right.
Mm-hmm.
remix songs. You know what I mean? Like make my own version of songs, but do funny versions. You know what I'm saying? That's how
That's
I
crazy.
started off for real. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have probably got into that shit like sooner. But nah, I would. That's dope, bro. Cam, you gotta. I need you to duck though, man. I don't like niggas being taller than me. You need to duck
I
when
would do no motherfucking thing.
you
No
need to
such
duck
thing.
when we
Y'all
are
niggas
rapping
gotta
with you,
deal with
bro.
it
I
now.
walked past this nigga on stage. I did a double take, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I don't look.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
were
be
the
looking
tallest
up
nigga in
to.
the room that time,
Don't
Exactly.
be
weren't
like,
you?
yeah. I don't be looking up
Yeah,
to
I can
people, bro. I ain't
understand.
like that.
Hell yeah,
I
man.
didn't like
I've been walking around hunched over and shit, all shy in the corner.
that.
Yesterday was different for me. I really got to show out, let niggas know I'm on
Nah,
business.
Yeah,
you
no,
snap.
you
You
definitely
really wrote
did.
that verse like 3 days before, like
3 days
changed the shit. Yeah,
beforehand, bro.
you
I'm
delivered.
so dead
You
ass.
delivered.
So dead
That
ass.
was fire.
Because I'm sitting there and I'm running my shit back because I had wrote maybe like 3/4 of a verse to the Don Dubious joint. I was like, yo, this ain't hitting. And I hit my boy Meech up. I let him hear it. He was like, yeah, it sounds like you. It's like, okay, so what's the disconnect? He's like, it sounds like you. That's the issue. Oh, see, this is Yohan 3. He only speaks Spanish.
Hola. Hola.
Hola.
Gracias, Yohan.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, I let him hear it. He was like, your whole drive for joining Rap Uzi, your whole drive for joining Southpaw was to shout from your pen, right? So do some shit you ain't never done before. Bark on these niggas. That's what I brought. That's what
Mm.
I did.
Meet be
That
at
shit
your
felt
battles.
crazy.
Well,
That shit was crazy though. That
Do
felt
your boy
great.
do that nigga be at your battles?
Who? Meech?
Whoever you talking about, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Meech, he used to be battle rapping back when Corey John and J Moore were coming out. Them niggas was always
Oh,
together on some
word,
bullshit. Yeah,
word,
Meech
word.
is one of them ones. He battled an intro at Battles
Yeah,
at
he battled
Bulldogs.
introverts.
Yeah, he had choked his shit, but
Oh,
that nigga when he get his shit off, it's just
Michi.
pause. It's crazy. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay. Word,
That nigga is a fucking menace. Yeah, that nigga be on some shit, but he told me bark on niggas, and I did. I ain't never done no shit like that before. It's cool. I
Yeah.
like it.
You're hungry. That's one thing about you, and like you're super tapped in on like all the levels of like you're doing the music. You know what I'm saying? You want you into the battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And then you're super focused on the cipher, and I can see like you're gonna be continue to be a problem because especially with you being able to pivot with 3-4 days notice.
Yeah, that's what impressed
Yeah.
me. Like you delivered
that's
that
crazy.
within 3 days, and you delivered it like that within 3 days, like, and you pulled a vet move by cutting it short. Nobody knew you stumbled, because that
Exactly.
stumble can fuck your score up. So you cut the time. I was like, his shit was short, but he snapped, so it might not hurt him as bad. I didn't even know you stumbled. That's a vet move, bro.
I was telling
That's a
people, you
vet
gotta
move.
sell that shit, man. And the only reason I know that, I might be giving Chef some ammo here, but all through, I want to say 7th grade year, I started doing musical theater, and I did that shit all the way through middle school, all the way through high school. So correcting myself on stage, pivoting off of whatever the fuck happens in that moment to make sure the show goes on, that's all I know how to do.
Right.
So being able to transfer them skills over
Transferable
here,
skills, man. Transferable
it's
skills. I
wicked
told
out
you.
here, man.
Kid.
Yeah. And I get to you had so last month your Southpaw battle was crazy. And then you showing off yesterday. You didn't put yourself
Yeah,
on some people's sites.
yeah. I'm coming
Right.
back with a vengeance. I wasn't too happy with that Southpaw battle. That shit was. I keep saying it. I'm gonna continue to say it. I'm not too happy with it. It was embarrassing to say the least. There's so much more that I can learn, so much
Cam
that I
battle
can
on
display.
It was raw though.
It was
It
in
was
the
that
rap
rap.
elite.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about the
yeah.
one.
Oh,
There
I'm
it
like,
is.
I'm thinking back to the card. I'm
I,
like, where the fuck was that?
nah, nigga.
No,
Look,
he went against Lyric at
Yeah. At the Rap Elite. You're right.
at Rap League, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was raw though, and I think the rawness and
I
the
missed the
reality of
battle.
it is really what drove it harder than anything. So yeah.
I appreciate that, bro. We on straight demon time from now on. Everybody catching the smoke. I was listening in when you was talking about that multiverse shit. Ain't nobody seeing me. Don't know. Not one of these niggas can go record for record, verse for verse, bar for bar. Y'all don't want them kind of issues with
You
me.
wildin'.
Don't
You
squeeze that
wildin'.
out. Don't
You
squeeze that
wildin'.
out.
I
Hey,
Y'all
this
don't want that.
You wildin'.
multiverse thing about to be a
You
Okay,
problem.
I'll give you that. Some of y'all niggas can go verse for verse with me.
Oh,
That's
all
cool.
right.
Some of y'all niggas
I'm like,
can battle
you
with
see me
me.
looking at the
But
phone
record
like,
for
come
record,
on now, nigga. Come on now.
y'all niggas
You
is
not
not seeing me
about to
record
just
for
sit
record,
here
bro.
and say that to
What?
me on the phone,
That's
nigga.
me,
No,
bro. That's
that's
me.
not
Y'all niggas
you.
y'all
You done
don't want
lost your
no
goddamn
parts of
mind.
that, bro.
You done
No
lost your
parts
ever
of that.
loving
I'm
mind,
letting
nigga.
y'all.
Hell
If
no.
it comes down to
Bar for
MVP, that's
bar.
me. I will watch you niggas any day of the week, bro.
Right.
Any day of the week.
Sound good.
Y'all
It
niggas
sound
think
good.
that
You supposed to
I'm
feel
just
like
stepping on
that,
the
young
scene, but
blood.
nah, bro, I'm
You
cracking the
supposed to
code.
feel like that.
Now that I know what niggas is looking for is raps.
Bro, this
I'm a
nigga didn't
chameleon
even
when it comes
win.
to
He
this
talking
shit,
about
bro.
he cracked the
I'm
code.
locked the fuck
He didn't
in.
even win.
Whatever
You didn't
y'all
even
need to see,
win.
whatever I need
You
to
didn't
show,
even
it's
win.
done.
You talking about
It's
you
done.
cracked the
And
code. You ain't got one hoodie yet.
what's
You
craziest,
ain't got one
I
hoodie
did
yet.
that
How
shit
you
with
cracked
half
the
a verse,
code?
nigga. Half a verse. Half
Nigga.
a verse, and I'm standing up there with y'all.
Okay.
This
He
is
gonna
my
find
third
out.
episode.
He
My third episode.
he
Third
pivoted. He
episode, and
had
half
one
a verse is
episode
all it
he
took
had
me
to
to get to
pivot.
sudden death with
And
you
nigga,
niggas. That's crazy.
my third
That's
episode,
crazy.
my
I'm
third
like that.
episode, I
I
got a hoodie.
know.
He
My
made
third
a
know.
episode, I
point.
got a hoodie.
Loco, in
My
He
full.
third,
made a
my third
point.
episode, I got a hoodie.
Half a
Yo,
verse
You heard me?
got him to sudden death.
You
half
heard
a
me?
verse got me
Half
to sudden
My
death, bro.
third
a verse got
Come
him
on
to
episode, I
now.
sudden
got a
death.
hoodie.
Come
Y'all
on
not
now.
listening. Y'all not listening. What you say, Wansky?
Episode, I beat 6 niggas in sudden death and got a hoodie. My third episode.
Okay, you can have that. You can have that. You
You
can have that, nigga.
talking about you?
I'm
You
half y'all
talking?
niggas
You
agents about to
talking
fire
crazy?
y'all the
Talking
fuck
about
up.
niggas
Stop
can't
playing with
go
me.
bar for
Stop playing
bar,
with me.
verse for verse
Y'all's
with
not
you, son.
going. Y'all not doing
I
that.
haven't heard
Y'all not
one.
doing that.
I haven't
Y'all
heard
not
one
doing that.
song from you,
It's
so I'm
cool.
not gonna say nothing about the
Cool.
music. But bar for bar, verse
Watch
for
your mouth
verse,
about that, because
you
you
done
gonna get
lost your
cooked. Y'all niggas
goddamn
ain't seen
mind.
shit.
You done
Y'all
lost your mind,
understand.
son.
Y'all
You done
cooked.
lost your
Y'all
mind.
He
cooked.
got,
It's up
you
now.
know,
It's up.
Lost your mind.
All
he
that
got
you
that
Yeah,
talking
you.
is done.
you riding
All
the
that shit is
high,
done.
you riding the
Y'all
high
is
of one
done,
quality
bro.
good verse yesterday, and you coming in talking all this
I've
shit.
been
You got a
talking
lot to learn, my
this
G.
shit since day
You got a
one.
lot
What are
to
you talking?
learn, my
My
G. It's
first
cool.
day
You
out,
gonna
I
see.
called out Trey
You gonna
and I called out
see.
Deontay. I've been calling
You
niggas
was
out
out
ever
your
since
mind
I
for that
walked
too.
on these stages,
You was
bro.
out
And
your.
I don't know
You
if he
was
want
out
to
your.
bring that one up
and
You
though.
I'm
was out your
standing on it.
goddamn
I'll say
mind for
I'm
I,
gonna
that too.
continue
I
to
don't know if he
stand
want to
on
bring
it.
that one up
I'm
You was
because
wild
gonna
for that.
stand
Deontay
on it.
called you out
I'm
and what
on it,
happened?
bro.
You was
Hey,
wild for that.
hey.
You said you called
I,
him out, but then he called you out and what happened?
He did, and then I got taken back. I'm gonna tell this story now. I don't think nobody knows about this story yet. So we are at the volume of the Boombox 3, everything going great, but then Chance no shows, so they're just like, we gonna open the mic and let people battle. So Nick put
No,
me to the side.
that's
Which one
not
you
what
talking about?
happened.
Which one you talk about?
You
Are you
said
talking about the night at
No,
Boombox?
that's the event, but that's not how it happened. Well, basically, how it happened was Deontay said he trying to see you, and
Yeah,
that's we won't open in the
yeah.
mic.
nobody was opening the
That's
mic.
Okay. So
Well,
yeah, so Deontay said he wanted to take me on. I was like, cool, bet. Nick said I talked to radio. He said it's cool. Go on backstage, go holler at him, right? So I go back there, right? This nigga, Rossetti, he's sitting on the stool right next to radio. This nigga looks at me before I can even utter a word and said, Cam, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
Because you done lost
Don't do
your
that shit.
goddamn mind.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Radio said he's not gonna let that shit happen.
And you sitting here on this live thinking you can go bar for bar.
Doing it exactly. You doing the same thing
See,
again.
my thing was, I'm sitting there, I'm talking to him, I'm just like, come on, let it happen. You know, I'll do it. My man brings no bitch.
I will never shade anyone for not taking up some shit they didn't prepare for.
Yeah, so they was just like, look, Cam.
We're not in the world of. Here's what I'll say about that though. That's how I used to go down. That's how I used to go down in my world, though.
That's how
you know,
I was about to say. That's how
you
it
had to
started.
stay ready.
You did have to be.
You showed up with clips.
You had to be clipped up.
I told him
it could happen like that.
I said I would
freestyle
like the whole thing. I would rebuttal off of him if I needed to. I was ready to go back and forth all night.
No, I ain't gonna lie. We did talk Cam out of it. It wasn't that he wasn't with it. He was with it.
Okay, because when I got to him, he won't no more.
Yeah, because everybody
he was
just like, Cam, don't do
we
this
was
shit.
like,
Don't
nah.
And
I'm gonna tell you why. Though. We talked him out of it because Deontay, the day before, had just had to be in a battle event where he didn't know who his opponent was going to be, but he just had to have random rounds.
He was
so you just had to have
So he was clipped up for whoever, whatever, anyway. So that's why he walked in the room like, "Oh, what's up?"
Anybody right now?
You know what I'm saying?
Anybody right now?
He didn't have rounds for a person. He had rounds. He had rounds in a cup, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, "Nah, dog. That ain't this ain't the one." I would say if it was just a random conversation and it just went out like that between two people, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But not with somebody that I knew what the situation was. You know?
I'm telling you right now, the
but
nigga you want live with right now, nah, bro, I'm not the one. Like, don't do that.
Exactly. So
whatever.
Anyway,
as I was saying though,
do that.
The only reason I really got like super talked down because I was still about to come back there and be like, you know what, bro, fuck it, I'm with it. The nigga Els pulled me to the side and was like, real talk, aside from all this other bullshit, if you don't have nothing ready, step away from it. Because, nigga, I wanted to kill somebody tonight. So after he pulled me aside himself and told me not to take it if I would pause, not to accept this battle, if he wasn't... I'm not going outside like that. I'm not going outside. But he said, if you're not prepared to accept a battle like this, step away. So I was like, you know what? Since you're recommending it yourself, like aside from all the bullshit, I'll step down politely. But my call out still stands. If you ever want to go for a battle, you know, we had talked on the side. He said after I kill a couple of niggas, because he knows me at my current level wouldn't be entertaining for nobody. It'd just be a massacre. And I agree. After seeing what the fuck he did to Wolf, sidebar, Savage, you're a horrible person for putting Wolf up there with that nigga. You deserve jail time for that shit. That meant
your first battle,
you had
Cam?
no business. My first battle was a while ago, but nah, Wolf, the dude in Wolf is the dude that battled Els on stage. That
I know.
Nigga who's like,
Hold
on.
I was asking if Era was your first battle.
Oh yeah, Era was my first Southpaw battle. My first official battle was on Melodic Mondays page, but it was like a 1 minute round, so niggas couldn't really say nothing super crazy. You had to punch and it was stupid as shit. It was really, really dumb. But
in my defense, Wolf asked for that because Wolf is he ain't been home that long. So with that particular day, Wolf actually beat me to Southpaw. He got there before I did, and when I walked in, he was standing there with somebody rapping already. Like he was just walking up to nigga and just going in. So he was like, "I'm a network. I'm a talk." He's like, "Fuck it."
I just thought he was gonna kick some kind like a written rap. You know what I'm saying? that really
Yeah,
was what he should have did. He should have rapped any verse
Anything,
that had any kind of aggression
and
anything would have
I
been
of
much
any
told him,
better than
sort,
that.
and
I
Nigga
just
told him,
walked
I
in
and
said,
there
just
just
look,
like,
pick.
look
I
at,
said, this is
look at
battle
that.
rap. This
Look
is,
like Sid, ugly
yeah.
ass. That shit was so
And
dumb. And then he set he
Lewis,
set L's up with the
yeah.
one,
Sid
one thing
bar,
I will
bro.
say is I did give L's credit because I feel like he could have stuck to a written a little bit harder than he did.
Mm-hmm.
He actually did
No,
freestyle
Yep,
a good
a good amount of
a
that
portion
good
shit.
amount,
of
yeah.
his
Mm-hmm.
material, and he kept his foot off the gas. I think he could have went
He
crazier.
really
He
did.
just didn't.
That
You know what I'm
rebuttal was
saying?
Yeah,
wicked, bro.
this is,
Heard quick was
Yeah,
like I
he got.
stole it from a saber tooth.
Oh, the
Like
Ice Age Saber
what?
too
yeah, the
shit.
Ice
That
Age
Yeah,
was
joint.
yeah,
wicked.
And it was a
yeah.
quick
That was crazy.
flip
Look
too.
at
It was a
how
quick flip. Because dude
exactly
said you look like Sid, so he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna run
he
with it.
ran with it. He
So,
ran with it.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
kind of shit you got to be
that was.
afraid of. He's too
Exactly. So,
prepared.
point made. While we circle back to this whole thing, why the hell are you up here
Because I like
talking
violence.
Talking
big
crazy.
shit? Because you were like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I called out L's, but you said, oh, I called out Deontay L. You called him out, but then you back down. So then you
I
said,
only
oh,
backed
nobody can
down
go for me bar
because
for
you
bar.
told me
You're
to.
telling
Because you told
Wansky
me
he
to.
can't go bar for bar with you. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
Well,
he
I'll
lost his
cook
mind,
Wansky.
right?
I
That
still
nigga
stand on
crazy.
that. I'll cook you,
That
Wansky. I'll cook
nigga,
you.
what?
I'll cook you. Don't do that.
Hey yo, now
Don't do that.
see
Don't do
you
that.
started off
Don't do that.
talking in general. Now you getting specific. You were what?
I got
No,
mad love
no,
for
say that again.
everybody
No,
out
say it
here,
again. Say that. I
but
want to
I
hear you
will
clear. Say it
kill
again.
all you niggas.
No,
I
not
will
all you
kill
niggas. What
every
did you
last
say
one.
to Wansky?
Wansky, I will knock your head off your
All
shoulders.
right,
You gotta look
bet,
up to me as it
bet.
is
All right,
now, nigga.
okay,
Don't make me put you 6 feet
Oh,
under. You don't want
okay.
them kind of
Well,
problems.
you just told
Stay
the
where you
whole
at.
world you was
Stay
a
where
theater
you at.
kid. You was getting your
Stay
pocket
where
checked
you
in
at,
school,
man.
nigga. Get the
Stay
fuck
where
out of
you at.
here. I will
Getting my
body you,
pockets
son.
checked in
Yes,
school,
you was
nigga.
the
I
niggas
was
that
getting
my niggas
jumped
was
because
checking
niggas wouldn't
pockets
fight
of,
me
nigga.
one
I
on
will
one.
body
Niggas don't
you.
want
Get the
them
fuck out of
problems.
here.
Niggas
Get
do
the fuck
not
out
want
of
to
here,
see me.
son.
You
All
don't
right.
want that, Wansky.
Okay.
You went the doctor
Okay.
route. You save niggas.
Okay.
You don't want to lose your life like this. This ain't what you
Okay.
do. This ain't what you do. Come on,
Okay.
let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real.
wait,
That's
What
not the
can
kind
this
of
what
problems
be
you
the
want
I
next
no
don't know.
more.
Southpaw? Can
It's
this be
the
the Southpaw battle
it's
at
the
the
new
next
weed.
Come on, bro.
It's
Come
elite?
on,
it's the
bro.
new weed these young kids are smoking
At
these
the
I
next
days,
don't
bro.
even
cypher,
It
can
smoke.
this
gotta
be
be.
the
That's the
Yeah,
Southpaw
crazy
It's
battle?
part.
the
I
new
don't even
weed.
smoke.
I don't know. I don't know because Wansky already has. He got his hands full
Yeah,
already.
Just give him a one rounder
it's
because I
okay.
need to see this.
It's okay.
I
I'm
need
with
to see.
It'll
whatever,
happen
bro.
in its
We
due
can we
time.
can put this
Things
off
will
to the
happen.
next
Things
card. We can put
things
this off to
happen
the
in their due
rap
time.
elite.
Right now,
Mhm.
they're already because what'll happen is this will already flesh itself out in the
Oh
rapidly cipher.
yeah.
But
The southpaw element that can occur when it
hmm
occurs.
you know
Um,
what would be crazy too?
Yeah, you
To do
fucked up.
GMs and teams for
You
Southpaw.
fucked up, Tim.
Yeah. Whatever you say,
yeah.
bro.
You
Whatever you
fucked
So
up,
say,
I
bro.
do
man.
want,
I was
yeah.
I
fucking
So what I think I'm gonna do
like
is set up
fucked
violence,
up
man.
though.
I like
teams. We did
violence.
this before.
Mhm.
We did this
I
before,
actually like you, kid.
and
I was fucking
I'm
with you,
glad you
kid.
brought
You
that
fucked
up,
up.
Savage. We're gonna do a bonus predictions for y'all. Won't pick teams, but y'all can do predictions for the battles
Okay.
and get bonus points if you pick the right winners for the battles, and that'll go towards your rap elite score score.
Yeah.
So
That's
Oh, if
kind of
I get to
dope.
pick a Southpaw a Southpaw team, y'all not gonna touch
I
me.
still want to see this Southpaw Rap Elite multiversal versus whatever the fuck you want to call it, because I feel like a couple of the niggas over here on Rap Elite can hold their own. I don't know. Some of these niggas is like that. I feel like if we really set it up properly, where there was like a nice even balance between ciphers and battles, it'd be
Cam, you
some
killing
crazy
me. You came out
shit.
talking shit, talking about something nobody can touch you. Now you like, ooh, it's some people that's really good.
Cause there's some niggas over here.
Don't worry, no, don't
Don't get me
worry
wrong.
about it,
I
Savage. He
kill
already fucked
everybody
up.
out here, but I
He gonna
still show love for the niggas.
backtrack and eat every
Like
word he just
here's
said.
what
He
y'all don't
already fucked
understand.
up.
Here's what y'all understand. As a fighter, I respect everybody because I love the art. But at the same time, I'm still a fighter at the end of the day. If I gotta stand in front of one of these niggas and kill them, that's just what it is. It ain't no hard feelings, bro. It's still for the love of the sport. You nice, but I'm nicer, and I'll always be
Oh,
nicer. That's just how I feel.
I'm not mad
That's how I feel.
by no means, brother. You just said
I ain't worried about shit.
you set yourself up to be embarrassed. That's all.
I
Hey,
swear, I feel like
that's
this is Dr.
cool.
Kevorkian
That's
versus the Game
cool.
of Operation. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
I love it. I love issues. Y'all don't understand. I cause problems for a living. This is what I like. I love violence.
You cause for
Like
yourself.
let's
It's
let's think about.
self-sabotage, but whatever.
I've said it like 60 million different times. It's crazy that I walked up in this building having no standings or nothing and started issues left and right. There's no reason a newcomer like me should cause as many ripples as I do, but here I am. Here the fuck I am.
Radio, when these new niggas come in and they make a little ripples, thinking they making impact, thinking they making waves off rip. They make little ripples, thinking they doing something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like CEO
Listen,
last season.
I'm
Like
gonna just say
CEO
this
last
now.
season, how when they come in,
Hey,
thinking they
look.
doing some shit, and then you gotta shut a nigga the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You gotta
don't
shut a
make,
nigga the
don't
fuck
piss
up.
Juan. Every one of
I've been outside,
The block
Juanski's
is hot. The
30s
block is
comes
hot.
from
I've
someone
been
saying
outside,
something
nigga.
about him or
And I
to
love
him or
it.
some
I've
shit.
been
I love
outside,
it.
nigga.
Then you better stay
Episode
outside. The block is
episode
hot.
34 and
Real
Yeah,
niggas
on.
is coming
nah,
around.
that's not
Episode
a good
34 and
idea.
on, nigga. I'm 20 something ciphers in, nigga. Month after month of writing a verse on
Go
the
I just
ahead.
want
fucking
to
Talk
say
your
that I
shit.
had a conversation. I did an interview.
Mhm.
I did a podcast the other day, and I talked about ripple effects in a certain kind of way. So I just want to say that when that comes out, I don't want y'all to think that that is like.
Connected to anything going
Yeah, he's
on
I
here.
like,
don't
wait,
want
What's
I
to
was
said
good?
this
You
before
do
y'all
just
not
said that.
post this conversation. Let's pre this conversation. Just for y'all to know, because
the big.
it was
I've been around a little
crazy.
bit now. The big brothers got beat up on the little niggas who think that they
It's
doing
cool.
something just to let them know they
It's
still little
cool.
niggas. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's the crazy part though,
Every
because
once in a
you
while,
big niggas forget you get old.
beat
You
these
start
little
to
niggas'
get old.
ass
These
just to
young
let 'em.
niggas hit their prime and they start fucking y'all up. It's
Well,
cool
but
though.
you don't know nothing
It's
about
cool.
grown man strength,
Nigga, you
though.
probably
That's what
stand
you
up and
don't
your back
understand.
hurt, don't it?
You don't know nothing
That's
about
some
grown man
wicked work.
strength, bro.
That's some
You
wicked
don't know
work,
nothing
bro.
you don't know nothing about grown man strength, boy.
I
It won't take much.
I
It
don't
won't
need
take
no
much to
grown
beat your
man
ass.
strain,
He
nigga. I
It
got
got
won't take much
he
crackhead
to
said
beat
he
strength.
your
I
said
ass.
live
he had
off
back hurt.
violence and nothing. I
All right.
vibe off everything, bro. I don't need no cycle.
You sound
I
just
don't need
like
no grown
you
man
sound
strength.
just like the young stupid niggas.
It's
You know what I
cool.
mean?
It's cool. I like
Going
that. I like that.
loud and
Now, when
wrong.
you lay
Going hard
flat,
all for
looking
the
up, and
wrong
niggas like,
reasons.
you
Going
got
hard all
knocked
for
the
the wrong
fuck
reasons.
out, man. Remember this. Remember this.
It sounds
Little
good, bro.
niggas is not one to be trifled
It
with.
sounds
We a different
good,
generation.
little bro.
We a
It
different
sounds good, little
generation.
bro.
Where
It
Deceptive
sounds
at? I
good,
know
little
he know
bro.
what's up.
Hey, when you
Deceptive
get
knocking on that door too. You know Kid finna be an issue. Kid been on your heels for a minute. All that shit
on
talking.
whose heels?
Come on now. Come
Kid
on
just said
now.
Prime got no
That's
age. He's
right,
speaking
Kid.
for the
Tell
old,
him.
but
Tell him.
but that could go either way
Kid,
though.
show love, bro.
That could
I
mean
feel like
Kid, show
can
love.
mean
Juan
the
past
old
it.
heads.
Juan a little low now.
It can mean that the old heads could run into their prime. He said,
I'm
they might be
past.
on their killer mic.
Hey
This
man,
boy don't know.
I stand on what I say.
He think I'm
I
old up
stand
in
on
my
what I
back. You
say.
have no
I
idea.
fuck with y'all.
I low key
Y'all,
just
y'all
got
awesome
here,
heavy
bro.
hitters, but like niggas ain't doing shit no more. Like complete sidebar. I'm ignoring the fuck out of Juan. I want to see niggas make a comeback ASAP. I want to see Nick F come back outside, start fucking these niggas up. I want to see Kane step back outside, start battling niggas again. Henny Low got to start ducking niggas. Bravo got to come back and box with Henny. I need to see that. Niggas need to stop playing like we not doing enough. Like
Bro,
these
this
young
nigga
niggas,
just started
we
buying
coming outside
alcohol and
starting
he calling
problems,
niggas
nigga.
out. You
Yes,
just
I
started
am.
buying alcohol and
It's
you
an
calling out
issue.
legends.
It's an issue, and I'm
Oh
gonna
my
make it
God.
everybody else's problem to solve.
Man.
That's what it
You are
is.
going to get
He
your
said
That's
you
what
ass
it
ain't
whooped.
is.
even old enough to have your own drink and you
Niggas are
talking
going
shit.
to put you in place.
Kid
Niggas are
Deceptive
going
ain't old
to
enough
put
to
you
have a
in
drink, but
place,
he got
man.
one. Let's start there.
Yo,
Let's run it back
Yeah,
to
you
that.
niggas gonna
didn't.
put
He
you
had
in
one
your
and you
place,
didn't. So what does that say?
Cam,
Hey, I
niggas is
got one
gonna
now.
put you in your place.
Top 3 right here.
Niggas,
What's up with
this
it?
is gonna put you in your place.
I'm just letting it be known. I'm here. I'm making a statement. I let niggas know from day one
You was
I was gonna be an
gonna get
issue.
put in
And
your
here
place.
I am. I'm
He
the
gonna get put in
problem.
his
I'm the
place.
wild card. Niggas gonna have to see me now. You ain't gonna know where I pop up at, but know it's gonna be a problem. Y'all gonna find out one way or another, and I stand on that. It's
But are you
simple.
gonna pop up
It's
ready?
simple.
It be the
Oh
Don't
yeah,
pop up
ones,
and don't be
though.
yeah,
ready.
It be the
clipped
loudest
up.
ones,
Niggas
yo.
gonna have to see me. Niggas gonna have
It
to
be
see
the
me.
it be the
Motherfuckers done
loudest
put a
ones,
battery in
too.
my back. It's done now. It's done.
It
I'm
be the
there.
loud. That
I'm
battery
hitting
gonna
the
need a recharge.
dojo
It
every
be the
night,
loudest
bro.
ones.
Everything I got, whatever I gotta do to be prepared for these fights, I'm there. Win, lose, or draw, I'm coming back to kill niggas. If I gotta take an L to come back and get a dub, that's what I do. I'm more than happy. I know Eric kicked my ass. I'm happy Eric kicked my ass because that done set something off for me. I know where I need to improve, and that's where I'm at. So I can kill the next motherfucker that stand in front of me. And Eric gonna have to see me.
You
another
think he
one of
kicked
these
your
days.
ass? You think
Oh
he
yeah,
kicked
I
your
know
ass?
Eric did. Era did his shit. I fought back though. Niggas can't say I didn't put hands on that nigga. Look me in my face and tell me I didn't put hands on that nigga.
All right,
Not
so
one,
Look,
not
how you
one
feel about your battle
motherfucker
with
that
Lyric?
watched that.
You
Not
just
one,
admitted
not
to Era
one mother,
Hardaway
not
beating your ass.
one
And you
motherfucker
said you
that
can
has
go bar
boxed
to
with
bar
me.
versus
Not
versus with me.
one, not
You
one
just
motherfucker that has
admitted.
boxed with
You
me
just
and say I
admitted
didn't
to
put
Aaron
hands on that.
hold
Hardaway
on,
kicking your
Cam.
ass.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
admitted to him kicking your ass, and you think you can go bar
hell
for
yeah,
bar versus versus with me.
yeah.
You
Because Era finna
just
kill you.
admitted.
We know that.
Uh-uh.
Era clipped up. He already mad about his chance battle. You think you finna box with Era? Let's be 100. Chef was shaky. Your battle with Chef was shaky. You had some bars in there. You was going crazy. However, Chef was cooking your ass. Had Chef
I
got
had
that
I had
third
some
round
bars in
off,
there. I was
had
going
Chef
crazy.
got that third
So
round
was
off,
I
you
was I
wouldn't be up
shaky
here
or was
talking
I
like
going
this.
crazy?
You
Was I
wouldn't be
shaky or
talking
was
like
I
this.
going crazy?
You did your shit, but had Chef got that third round off, you would have lost that night. Let's be for real. Chef was cooking you. Chef was fucking you up. That silence tells me all I need to know. All I need
I
to
said,
know.
I won, so I ain't got much to
Hey,
say.
that's
I
cool.
don't got shit to say.
As I said,
You
you
know?
won and you deserve that win because that nigga fell. That nigga fell and he lost the fight fair and square. That's how
You
it is.
talk.
However, that nigga was putting hands on you. That's like watching a street fight and a nigga slip on a rock. He
Yo,
was beating your ass till he tripped. He was beating your ass till he tripped.
You've been contradicting yourself this whole time. So I'm gonna let you keep talking though. You know these shit's recorded, right? Like these can go back and listen to these. So
Yeah, most
I just want you
definitely.
to know.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
I
you
want niggas to run this
you
shit
on
back.
camera contradicting yourself. You giving mad
It's
angles.
cool.
And you making this shit easy. You're
It's
making
cool.
it easy. You making it
Let
so
niggas
easy.
talk however they want to talk. It's not gonna stack up when I get up in that ring. It's raps. It's raps. I know where I need to improve, and I will continue to improve. And when I fuck you niggas up, and y'all gotta bring me my apologies and stand in solidarity together. Understand? I kicked y'all ass. Understand?
All right, so then what happens when you
It's
lose?
different.
You gonna fuck me up.
When I lose, then I come back and win.
So
So no
look,
excuses,
Nigga
just fuck it, I lost.
like
I'm gonna do
talking.
better.
Fuck it, I
I
lost.
Nigga
I'm
just
coming
like
back.
talking.
I'm not gonna pull a lyric on niggas. That's not how we do shit around here. If I lose, nigga, I lose. That's how I feel.
Is that a lyric or a real?
That was that lyric.
No.
That was that lyric. I will
I
say
said,
it again.
never mind.
Why you
That was
shooting straight
yeah,
at a
no.
man who's not here? That's crazy.
There's some anger around the decision between the Cam and Lyric
That nigga
battle.
came in there.
Um,
As I told him, and I will tell y'all here, I ain't got no issues with bro. I don't want no beef with bro because that's not what I do. I don't promote all that
He
hate
said he
and
cleared
bullshit.
you. He said he cleared you.
That's what he said, but the judges said otherwise. And if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. But to come in there bitching and complaining the way he did the night of that battle, that wasn't it.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. Other niggas say he cleared you too.
That's
a lot
fine.
of niggas say
the niggas can see me then. Niggas can see me then. At the end of the day, the footage is up, the scores is posted. I won.
And Lyric
I won.
cleared you to other niggas, and you really think you can go
Heard
bar
this
for
out there.
Yeah.
Touchdown,
I just want you to make this make sense.
Oh yeah.
You know
Yeah, because there's levels to this
you
shit.
got your ass beat.
I put it like this. Y'all
Other
saw the
niggas
scores
said
from
Lyric
last
cleared you.
episode of Rap Elite versus now, right?
Oh, bro,
It took me a single episode to go from being bottom of top 10 to top 3. That's all. A single episode is all it took. And I told niggas at that last episode, the second that recap dropped, and I heard what Nick, Radio, and Ease had to say about my verse and what I needed to do to be where I'm at now. That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
So since
all
since
I
I'm
need
quote,
is
since I'm
all
quote
I needed
unquote
was that.
since I'm quote unquote old, take it from a nigga that did a couple of these. That's not a good bar to go by. That's not a good standard
It's
of measure
cool.
to go by.
It's cool.
That's not
I've
a good
learned,
standard
I've
of measure to
learned
go
what
by.
I needed to learn. I know what needs to be done. All
shit.
I need
All
to
right.
do now is keep at it.
Killer.
And I'm going
All
to keep
right.
at
You
it.
got
Verse
you
a
got it.
day.
You got
Whatever the
You
fuck
got
I need to do. I'm
lose
in the
rest of
lab
season.
every
It's 9
fucking
episodes
second,
left.
bro. Niggas gonna have to see. Niggas gonna have to see, and I'm standing on that. I'm standing on
Fuck
that.
out of
You
here.
can
This
talk
nigga
your
stupid.
talk,
This
bro.
nigga stupid.
Focus,
This nigga stupid.
focus on beating
This young
error.
nigga stupid.
Focus on beating
This nigga
error.
stupid.
Because if you lose to error, you're gonna have to see me next.
This nigga
And
stupid.
what's that say about you? Let's
nigga
be for
stupid.
real. Since I'm so bad, if you lose to Aaron, you gotta see me next. What you gonna do then? What then, Juan? What then?
I have to see you next if I lose the error. First of all.
We gonna
Second of all.
see.
Second of
We
all.
gonna see.
I'm gonna just let you talk, bro. It's cool. I'm gonna let you talk.
I mean, if you hypothetically, if you lost to Era and
One
Cam
he beat.
beats Chef, that would likely be on the docket.
Nah, ain't no way.
Cause y'all would both be 2-1.
Exactly.
But if you, I thought it was going by the rankings.
If it does go
I mean,
by the
y'all
rankings,
trying to
you're
go
gonna
to
be
the
down there
rankings.
with me.
So even with the hoodie added in,
Okay, you
But
might
wait,
have a point with the hoodie. So all I need to do is win
The
a
hoodie
hoodie.
is a
That's
bump
all I
up, but
need.
it ain't gonna push you. It ain't gonna push you that far ahead. Y'all the same win loss record.
and you said that. Oh, you said he did that one round. I mean, I still would say
It
no.
will put y'all
I
would
still
have the
would say
same
no.
record, and y'all would have the same record,
I still would say no.
and y'all would have a win over the same. The last win both y'all have would be over the same person.
Exactly.
So it
Oh,
would be a logical.
if he beat Chef. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
word.
he
Exactly.
beats Shaq and you lose the era, that is a
Then
logical
we
next
both
step.
would have lost to Era, and we both would have won over
Hey,
Chef. So it wouldn't make sense for
hey,
either of us to battle
hey,
Oh,
nobody
hey.
else.
that's a story.
You're not beating Chef. So we
If you say
we
so.
get in that right there.
okay,
If you
so
say
hey,
so.
because that's the
You're
one we
not
I
did
got
beating
have.
much
Chef.
love
So
for
yeah,
Chef. Me
so
and Chef have had multiple
You not
conversations outside of this.
you
I got
not
yeah,
much
beating
so
love
Chef.
for Chef. Me and Chef
we asked
understand what's
Cam.
going into this battle.
Cam said Wansky he has you over Air 2-1. So flip it.
Nah,
Cam,
Cam said I'm losing the air.
Yeah, I got
oh, I thought
Era
you said.
2-1.
Oh,
Nah, Deceptive
okay.
said he got one 2-1.
Deceptive said he got
Okay,
me.
okay, my bad. Deceptive said. Okay, so we'll switch it. So Cam, who do you got? Aaron over Juan.
Yeah, Era over 2-1.
Juan, what you got with Chef versus Cam?
Fucking stupid. This nigga dumb. Fucking stupid. Chef is fucking this nigga up 3-0. Chef is fucking this nigga up 3-0. For sure. For sure. Cause number one, Chef, man, Chef in the battle realm is different. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
And granted, you know what I'm saying, I won over him. I beat him, but I ain't clear him. And that nigga was talking. Like I haven't seen a battle yet where Chef he put that shit all the way together, man. You got a problem on your hands, Cam. You got a
Most
problem
def.
on your hands, man. And
Like
I'm not
stepping away
even
from all
I'm
the.
not even
Go
trying to
ahead,
be
finish
like
your thought. You good?
I'm not even trying to be funny and talk shit just because you was talking shit to me. Like I'm joking here, but on some real shit, just off of the little bit of that I have seen of Cam and what he does in battles and what I have seen, what I know Chef can do in a battle is the real reason why I would pick Chef 3-0. It's not to say that you can't rap. I was just giving you praise earlier. You know what I'm saying? But I really think that
No, for
Chef
real.
has what it takes to come out with a gentleman's 30 in that battle. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. All bullshit and theatrics and all that other good shit aside, one be talking his shit. Like for real. Like he a nigga I can respectfully say I would happily take notes from. Because as I said, I got mad respect for everybody in here because there's something you can learn from everybody. Hands down. Chef, that nigga is fucking wicked. If it wasn't for his memorization game when it comes to his bars, that nigga would be steps further, much farther than where he is now. Because that nigga is on different time. He's not one to be trifled with. So knowing how he feels after these past couple of losses, and knowing that he's now pitted up against me, I've noticed a trend. Whenever niggas got to battle me, they feel like they got to bring out their best pen because all of a sudden the Era wasn't choking no more. Lyric feels like he performed the best he ever had, and now I got Chef on a losing streak. I feel like that nigga finna be on demon time, and I got to deal with it. So I know it's gonna be an uphill battle, but I ain't afraid of it. Mom ain't raised no bitch. I'm a fight, and I'm gonna win that fight.
Hey, Cam one of them
I'm
niggas that talk himself up so much it gets him there. You know what I'm saying? He talks so much, it's like, all right, I'm here, and he just does it. You know what I'm saying? I like it though. I like the confidence level that
Uh-huh.
you display, bro. Even from the first time I saw you, I think the first time I saw you was, I think you might have been in the cycle before, but first time I saw you was your first battle versus Era. You just had that, you know what I mean? Just the confidence to be able to pull that. Oh, y'all thought I choked shit. I was like,
yeah.
oh damn, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a confidence about you to be so young that I fuck with. You stupid, but you got a confidence about you that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Look,
Nigga,
I,
dumb as
I
hell think he can go
appreciate
bar for
y'all.
bar, verse for verse. You stupid as a motherfucker. I don't know what's wrong with this nigga,
I
bro.
stand on that. You're gonna have
Look,
to see me
This
there.
nigga's
look,
lost his
look.
You're gonna
goddamn
have to
mind.
see me.
I
Hey, I
you
gotta,
got
stand on it,
multi-verse
but you
I
credits,
stand
gotta,
on it
dog.
with like
Stand
one
down.
foot. You stand
Hmm.
on it
I
on
gotta,
one foot.
I gotta shut us down. I appreciate the energy. I'm sure we'll probably be taking some clips
Oh
out of
yeah.
this
Oh,
and
absolutely.
you know and so forth. Um, great. We got Battles at Boombox March 24th
Hmm.
coming up first. We're gonna have the live MC draft. Looks like March 20th. Rap Elite episode 56, March 31st. So we got a lot of fun and games to be had. Lots of bars to be spit. If you've been watching this, if you're watching the playback, definitely make sure you get your tickets. You know, you see what the energy is like. We're not going backwards. We keeping the momentum running forever. Forever. The well-oiled machines clicking, the MCs are ready. So we're gonna capitalize. But I'm gonna go eat and
Shit, I was just over here.
call it a
I just
night.
fucked my food
I
up.
was say me and Juan been
Yeah, I
crushing this
see.
week.
Yeah, it
Must be nice.
didn't make life no easier for me.
Must be
Yeah,
nice.
and I
that
cooked
Jamaican
dinner. You
patty
know
was
what I'm saying?
busting.
I was like,
I was
Look,
breaking
oh,
me
you
that
got
shit
this.
down.
Mm.
I'm
Y'all ridiculous.
gonna catch y'all. Y'all be
All
good.
right, family.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you know tomorrow if we're gonna have the recap tomorrow. If not, it'll be either later in this week or top of the week coming. But I appreciate y'all. Peace, peace.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
See ya.
Go.